Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, Bangin Beers podcast. Look at these guys back. We're back again. The Beer You Are podcast team with a new edition. I'm flying solo for the BBT the BBC tonight. No, the BBP.
BBP.
Yeah, BBP.
BDE.
BBC is a British.
British Broadcasting Company, yeah.
I tested you and you failed.
I'm leaving. I'm done.
You live here.
Get out.
I also live here.
So yeah, today was a very long day. First thing before we get into anything, check the links below to go follow all the links for us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, buy a t-shirt, all that cool stuff. But most importantly, go and check out the Beer You Are podcast links. We featured two of the so it was myself and Ben today. And we were on a interview with Brew Daddy. We were at the brewery today and got to hang out. You guys set that up, and it was a great time. All that content will be over on their page, so go check it out. As well as then we did a review of the beers we had.
Yep.
Spoiler alert, I drank a lot of them before we did the review.
Yeah, not planned out too well, but it worked out.
It worked. It was all fun. It was really cool. We got to you get to hear some cool little music in the background. It was a nice environment. Definitely Brew Daddy is an amazing place. You gotta experience it and go out there.
Yeah, for sure.
Where exactly downtown is that?
That's just right downtown in the heart of like the financial district. So
Yeah.
it's right across the street from PPL Center.
Where the Phantoms play.
Correct.
Yeah, so go get some beers. Once everything goes back to normal, we'll get some beers and then go see a Phantoms game.
Yeah, for sure. Oh man, that would be awesome. I'm all hockey, so.
We go to the Reading games. They had Stokers there, and then you bought a Reading Royals cup, which is like a $9 cup, and it was huge. But once you paid for the cup, all your refills were $4. So you would go there and get like a 15-ounce, 16-ounce double IPA from Stokers, and by like 2 or 3 of those in, by the third period, you're smushed, like you're banging on the glass. You're like, yeah, I love hockey. Punch him in the face. There's a player on the Reading Royals. His name is Gooch.
Nice.
Kind of like that spot between your.
I never heard of that. What's that mean?
You never heard of your Gooch? You've heard of the Gooch before.
Yes, I have.
You know what BBC is. You know what a Gooch is.
BDE all day.
BDE.
There's no kids listening to this. And if they are, you Google it. Yeah, so
Google it.
what do we have in store tonight for beer-wise? I see a treehouse on the table, which is exciting.
2. Back to back.
Oh, there
Two tree houses.
2 treehouses.
Before we
Tree-
delve into the Kongs.
Treehouse of horror.
Oh, it's going to be tonight. You nervous?
No. I'm part of Bangin Beers, bro. I'm never scared.
Yeah, I ain't never scared.
Oh, yeah, you need that.
How dare you? Here you go. This first one is On the Fly. This actually worked out well because this beer is On the Fly, and that's very green. On the Fly is a hybrid of very hazy and very green, so never been able to do them both at the same time, so we're going to see if we could see any of this.
That's how most of our shows go. We're just on the fly. We don't structure anything. We just turn a camera on and drink beer. Well, while we're pouring, introduce yourself.
Oh,
here.
yeah.
I
guess.
Hello.
Our special guest tonight.
My name is Natalie.
And Natalie, how are you connected to these fine gentlemen?
Fortunately connected.
How am I? Okay. Well, I went to college with Richard. We became very good friends, and he introduced me to his best friend, Steven, who I then married
Not by choice.
Shotgun wedding.
by force.
Well, like The Office. Well, there's no shotgun. I'm not coming.
She glued this onto my hand. I can't take it off.
That's a lie. He told, no.
Let's get into it. One of my favorite episodes of the podcast was the wife's episode.
Okay.
So we don't get the full experience tonight, but we got a little bit of it.
Yeah.
So next time we'll have the
Yes, we
full
gotta
experience.
get Mel down here.
We got
Yes.
Mel on.
Get a
But
babysitter.
Mel has to sit on this side of me.
That's fine.
I mean, that's pretty much always how it goes.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what we do in restaurants too. Like we walk in and like, you want to sit next to your wife? I'm like,
Nah.
it's been 13 years. She can sit next to somebody
One
else.
day away is
Yeah,
gonna be
Thank
okay.
She could spit next to somebody else. She could sit next to somebody else. You're a hero today, Heidi. Heidi's a hero. She killed like 138 lanternflies.
Ooh.
It was like a video,
Easy.
It was like a video game.
That's an invasive
Save the
species.
planet.
Yeah, she was.
You know, a lot of people don't know what they are.
Really?
Like, yeah. In Pennsylvania, we know because they're
they
invading,
get
but-
animals very sick too.
Oh, that's
Like if
sad.
animals eat them, they can like die.
Why
They
you
were
looking
made
at-
in Wuhan.
Why were you?
Oh, God.
China virus.
Yeah. I don't know.
Let's keep it PC, guys.
Oh,
keep
sorry,
it PC.
sorry.
The China plague.
Oh yeah, we don't cheat. We just get into it. I always forget here.
All right, so this is called On the Fly.
Yeah,
I guess I
I'll-
should.
I'll read the description.
Oh, thank you. You could bend it for me.
You can pen it for me.
Well, be the man. On the Fly is a double IPA by Treehouse Brewing Company. It is I like this word, an amalgamation of very hazy and very green, pouring in a gorgeous opaque yellow color in the glass. On the Fly presents notes of orange juice, ripe mango, dank peach, and blended tropical fruit cocktail.
I
So-
mean, it's a beautiful color.
8.1. What are we at here? 15,000 check-ins,
Whoa.
and it averages a 4.4.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's some BDE right there.
that is the BD we're waiting for in a little bit.
Yo, that should be a T-shirt. The BDE.
I like it.
Yeah,
BYA.
BYA.
That's the collab.
There
That's
you
the
go.
collab.
yeah.
We were talking about getting a collab shirt. Maybe that's
Who you collabing with?
Us.
Oh. Oh.
So
I was like, who's
No-
BDE? I mean, I know what BDE is. but
no
who
one,
is BDE?
no, I mean, I can't speak for them, but I know on our show, no one together has BDE, but like no one by themselves has BDE on our show, but together,
But like we're Power Rangers, right? So
Yeah.
then we like unite the
That's called-
Captain Planet.
that's called docking.
the docking. There you go.
So-
and then we make the big the big wiener.
All of us separately, we are small wieners. Together, we are one big one.
One giant dick to rule the world.
It's like the Lord of the Rings.
Yes.
We just all point them in the same direction, and we get stuff accomplished.
Giant like laser shoots out.
Anyway,
I
that
don't
just
know
got.
what's going on.
We're talking about our wieners.
I know.
Sorry, I don't know if you were paying attention. Fly on the wall.
What are they called? Zeus flies or whatever the things that you kill around here?
Lantern flies.
Lantern flies.
Lantern fly.
Yeah, it is the lantern fly.
Zeus fly?
Way to save us there. You're like, let's get off the wiener talk. All right, 4.4 overall. That's a super impressive score. Let's see what we got here.
Oh, I said before you guys.
It's smooth.
It's good.
Mm.
Very citrusy though.
Extremely citrusy.
Yeah. Fruit cocktail is absolutely
I want
Correct.
your fruit.
Like ripe
Your
mango.
fruit cocktail.
So
Fruit.
I actually don't taste a lot of fruit. Maybe my palate's different.
Ripe,
That's why we have you on here.
ripe mango. Big time. Big time mango.
So, am I the only one who's getting like creamy almost, like a creamy texture?
I think that's in my own personal experience through any treehouse. That's their go-to on their hazies.
Like a creamier style?
Like almost always. I'm almost
One beer, I'm getting the beer burps already.
I'm almost guaranteed that we're gonna taste that and very green as well.
I see
That
I've
creamy,
seen
that creaminess.
Yeah, I haven't had very green in years. I've had on the fly a few times this year, so I'm very.
How did you
anxious.
snag some treehouse?
Shout out to at Sarah Paps, my sister-in-law.
Okay.
She has a connect up in Massachusetts.
She's
so-
a boss.
She's
Yeah.
also called the Bud Light Queen.
Yes.
The Bud Light Queen.
When we did
and
the Bud
she
Light
gets
episode.
Treehouse.
Oh, she knows her beer. Let's not.
She was a Bud Light queen all through college up until only about a year or two ago, and then I opened the door to her to craft beer. Other half started, and then she just went running with it. Now
Actually,
she's
Rick,
a
you
treehouse
opened the
fan.
door for me too.
And for me,
You know what I
Yeah,
realized
you're a
today
door
too?
opener.
There was a certain name that wasn't mentioned at all in your two recordings. You always have your one friend that somehow
no.
he has to. He has to get mentioned.
We're trying to let him do his thing, and we're doing our thing. We love him to death. Don't.
Voldemort.
It's part of the drinking game. You say it, and then it's over.
Yes, that's right. We're not. You didn't catch us yet.
You didn't
We'll
catch
say
us
it later,
yet.
but yes.
It might pop up. It might.
SB was that'd be Stinky Butts.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, stinky
Okay.
butts. I like
Stinky
that.
butts.
That doesn't count. Saying it. Yeah, we didn't say that at all today.
I try. I really. Like. There was multiple times I probably could have dropped his
There,
name.
there was no relevance to what we did today, and we were in this neck of the woods. Maybe if,
When we I guarantee, because we do have an interview with Equilibrium on Tuesday.
Ooh.
We'll drop
I don't know
this-
when you're
we'll drop
dropping
it.
this, but it'll be...
I'll probably drop this. I don't know. I don't even know. Probably maybe tomorrow sometime.
Okay, so this upcoming Tuesday, then, we're going to go to EQ. So, big
Going to EQ or you're
going.
Wow.
Yeah.
With the head honcho, Mr. Pete Oates.
Yep. The
I am-
founder.
We are a big fans on our show of their brewery. If you can get a sticker or something for me, let me know.
Done.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
sticker or like if they have a hat cheap too, I'll PayPal you.
Maybe a Life After Death Star will sneak you some of that too. We'll
Yeah.
see.
Oh, you're gonna get some of that.
Probably not. It's not happening. We never know.
I had the
Never
one
say
beer.
never.
The one beer I had with them was a collaboration, dude. It was like the pinball, the one with the pinball place they collaborated with.
Yep.
It was one of the best beers I've ever had in my life.
Yeah, I love them.
I've never had it. New York. Never had an EQ I didn't like.
That fluctuation?
Yeah, so
Fluffination?
fluctuation and like energy
Fluffination?
equals MC squared. They're like flagship beers. They did a
We had
Fluffination?
we had on the show.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was
Unbelievable.
unbelievable.
It was the most marshmallow I've ever had in a beer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Totally.
I
And it
don't
was
like
delicious.
marshmallow.
Huh?
I don't like marshmallow.
At all.
I'm telling you, if you gave this,
I did.
or you tried
She
it.
tried it. She didn't like it.
How dare you?
Just not a flavor.
It's
that
so
I like.
interesting how the palate plays on that, though.
It was like a marshmallow IPA.
Total. I mean, and
Not
and
super, not too sweet though.
It wasn't
No.
sweet,
It's like soft.
but yeah, you like tasted the marshmallow, but it wasn't like overpowering. That you were
Yeah.
like, oh my god, this
And
is
it tasted like Fluffernutter marshmallow,
Yeah.
it was good.
which is even better. You don't like Fluffernutter?
I don't know what that is.
Fluffernutter is like
The fluff and the
like
twist
the-
off like peanut butter.
Ew, fluff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yuck.
Oh, Fluffernutters
Yuck.
are Fluffernutters is actually a sandwich.
which
yeah.
is the peanut butter and
Oh,
marshmallow.
That's even gross.
Oh, it's so good.
No, it's good.
No.
You're missing out, and mustard on top of it.
But yeah, we're gonna
Wait, what?
I'm just kidding. Totally kidding.
So there's actually a place in our area where you can get like a cheeseburger, and they put fluff on the cheeseburger.
What? I would try that.
It's so.
I would give that a good go. Why not?
Next time you're making burgers, throw a scoop of fluff on your burger.
Apparently, something that I
You're
learned.
assuming that we have fluff in our house.
You will.
I'll buy it.
Well,
I'll buy it.
Yeah, now we're getting it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Every time we have fluff in our house, I just walk over with a spoon and just like, hello. Hence,
No, there's apparently a thing though with some weird sandwiches out here in PA that I heard about, like peanut butter and tomato is apparently a thing.
maybe on this
How
side
does
of
that even
Pennsylvania.
work?
Never heard
How
of
does that
that.
stay?
I don't get it. Apparently,
What-
it's good though.
What is the big thing in Allentown when it comes? Like, what is your like in our school count? In school county, we have Middlesworth chips, and I mean Middlesworth chips isn't just school county, but
Billy Joel.
and Billy Joel and Gears iced tea is our big thing. Like Gears chocolate milk, Gears dairy.
Well, here's the thing.
I'm from
Like,
Long
yeah,
Island.
we don't really know
We have
truly
our own
because
things, I
we're
don't
not like
Transplants.
yeah,
Yeah, we're all
we're
transplants.
transplants.
So what's besides Billy Joel in Jersey and not pumping your own gas and the Jersey Shore and Newark,
Well,
New
like
Jersey?
the arguments
Fist bumps.
have always been like Taylor ham and
Oh, is it
my
Taylor?
God,
Was it
we should
Taylor?
wait
pork roll.
for
That's
our
a
guests
big,
that get here before we discuss that.
that's a big debate always because South and North Jersey.
I have a
are very
cousin
big.
named Taylor because her dad's from Jersey, and he named his daughter Taylor because of Taylor ham.
So
and
then that
he
would-
lives in South Jersey.
Yeah. Are you do you like Taylor ham or you're the other team?
Oh no, wait a minute. Taylor Ham's north.
Ta-
I'm sorry.
Yes.
No, he's good then.
Yeah.
Pork roll's the south. Once it goes, there's the bridge about.
It's technically it's not even really it's not even south technically, which is crazy.
Anything below the Raritan Bridge, they'll say a pork roll.
What do you call
Cool.
a
Oh, boy, that came out.
sandwich that like a bread with meat and cheese and lettuce and tomato in the middle of it,
Okay.
shaped like this? What do you call that?
Okay, this is good. This is
I
interesting.
like this.
I call them subs.
okay.
Okay.
Good.
But I think if you're in Philly, if you don't call it a hoagie, you get like beat up. Or I mean, no, I think I call
Get
them
your ass
hoagie,
kicked.
and they call them subs. I don't know. I flip flop.
So I call it a hero.
Hero.
Long
That's a New
Island-
York
that's
thing.
A New York
Yeah,
thing.
hero is.
A sub could work though too, but hoagie is no way.
Yeah,
no
no.
fucking way.
The only
Like,
time
what is
hoagie,
that?
the
What's wrong
only
with
time
hoagie?
I don't know what a
hoagie
hoagie
works is when you walk into a Wawa and
you get slapped.
You get a hoagie. That's it. This is
Yeah,
a hoagie
no.
sandwich
Even
in Wawa.
still, I'm like, no.
What is the big thing? Like, so I had friends from that were from Queens, and they had the cocoa bread or the cocoa patties or something like that,
What the?
or the cocoa beef patties or something like that, or beef patties.
That's your neck of the woods.
That's a Queens thing. I don't know.
Queens.
Queens get the
thing.
money.
They were like, you should come to Queens. And they were telling me all these horror stories, like, don't look at anyone in the eyes and don't look at people because they'll beat you up. And I'm like, I'm not going there.
I'm sure if you
Well,
went to Astoria, it's probably the safest place on earth. You'd be fine.
Astoria, Queens?
Yes.
No, they were from Jamaica.
Okay,
They
yeah.
wanted me to go.
Oh.
They wanted me to go to the Ave, the shopping area. I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm not.
That's 50 Cent
So-
territory right there.
Oh my god, I'm gonna drop his name.
I get money.
If I tell this story, I'm gonna drop his name.
Tell the story.
No.
So me and Stinky Butts went out to Evil Twin, and I took Ubers, and I guess the closest train station to the one in where's Evil Twin? Ridgewood,
Ridgewood, Queens. It's very deep in
which
Queens.
is very deep in Queens. Was the next station was Jamaica, so I told the Uber driver to take me there. It was interesting.
Yeah.
It was an interesting
Well, how
area.
about like when the Joker movie came out? That's in Brooklyn, right? And like, I just remember seeing people like Snapchat, like, yo, just because that Joker movie, we got white people in Brooklyn. Like they're like taking videos of people like white people dancing on the stairs.
Yeah, Brooklyn's very divided. So like Flatbush Ave, like South Brooklyn, kind of iffy. But yeah, if you go to Williamsburg or now Bushwick is turning around in Greenpoint, I mean that's like
Well, where's the Barclays
sick.
Center? That's Brooklyn, right?
yeah, that's downtown Brooklyn. That's on Atlantic Ave. Like that's fine if you keep running Atlantic Ave and Flatbush Ave South. That's when it starts to change.
But
Change a
like
little bit.
Williamsburg is fairly like that's new though. Like I remember when we first started going there, my dad was like, "You're going where? Like, no, you can't go there."
Yeah,
That's,
now
like,
it's
really bad area."
ridiculous.
Well, what's happening?
Ready for me to blow your mind?
Yeah.
Go.
Never been to New York City.
What?
You gotta come with us, bro.
Ever.
What? Well,
You gotta.
now- he wants to go
Ever.
now it's like a
Well,
shit
well,
show.
I get it, but
Well, no one's there now. I would love it.
Oh, man.
yeah, you probably would actually.
No, you're not gonna get the full experience.
You won't get the-
I
Yeah.
don't want thousands. Of,
The
I watch too
homeless
many
is out of control
You're
right
thinking
now.
of Times Square. We're not gonna take you to Times Square.
I have to at least see Times Square.
We could
He
drive
does, he
through
does.
it. We could like
We-
does.
leave the windows up like Jurassic Park. Like
Yeah,
you're not gonna.
but no, you need to
Keep your hands
see,
in the
like,
vehicle at all times. You know.
Yeah.
Manhattan is not like what are you gonna be like Michael Scott and go to Times Square
There's
and
no,
then go
like,
to Sparrow?
some-
There's no need to go above 14th Street in Manhattan.
yeah, no, Manhattan.
You're either going West Village, Lower East Side.
Well, then you
Little
went to
Italy
you
is
went
great.
to
Yeah,
you
Little
went to
Italy,
the tree lighting.
That's another touristy spot though.
Oh, she went for the parade, the Thanksgiving parade.
Oh, yeah.
Another-
See,
Yeah,
again,
it's
it's
a,
like
a mob scene.
yeah, tourist like just.
Someone said we
massive
should go there
amounts of
for
people.
New Year's. I'm like, I'm not doing that.
So we actually did
We
that,
did it.
but our friend had the hookup with the
Hotel?
police commissioner.
Correct.
Or something.
So you could pee on the streets.
He does actually the parades for Macy's. He's like the guy that does that. So he knew a guy, and he was like, "Come."
So
They snuck us through the barricades and put us in a bar, and then they took us right down to Times Square when it was like what half hour to midnight, and we just watched the
11:59.
ball drop, and then they walked us back.
chief of
No
police.
problem whatsoever.
So he had the hookup. So literally, I mean, you have barricades that lead you all the way down from the actual ball drop of Times Square, all the way up like I don't know, like 50 blocks.
I don't know. It's people
absurd, right?
camp out there for days. They wear like diapers.
We had
Yeah, because you can't pee anywhere.
correct.
Yeah.
So we had a police escort literally walking us through every barrier. We're with so and so. Okay, come on, take you here.
I
And
want
the
to
next
get, I want to get close enough to kiss Jenny McCarthy. Remember when she used to make out with everybody on TV? I'm like, that's dangerous.
Now she makes out with Donnie.
Not anymore
Donnie.
now.
My
with
brother
COVID.
Donnie.
Do people say you look alike?
I get
I see
I get
it.
told I look like a Wahlberg cousin.
I see it.
I'm like
I do see it.
I'm like if Mark Wahlberg gave up.
Mark is my favorite.
Yeah, if Mark gave up, that would be me.
I think you should just start telling people that's exactly like your.
Just show up at a Wahlburgers.
I went into a Wahlburgers and they're like,
Who's this guy?
they're like, I think he's part of the family.
Boss?
And I was like, no, I'm fat.
Just go in the back. I told you double cheese. Let's go.
You told you make my burger like I like it. Actually, Wahlburgers has their own IPA.
Is that true?
Yeah, they have their own IPA. We went to Vegas and tried it. It's like the Wahlburgers IPA. It's really good.
Wow.
I was impressed with it.
Can you do a
What's the one in
Boston
Toronto?
accent?
Probably not. Ka. Probably that's
Ka-
close I can
ka.
get.
Hock?
No, you guys went because
It's the one in Toronto.
yeah, and I don't know. I think Scott and I decided to go walk around a little bit.
Scott who?
My older brother. I know. Nice try. Nice try.
Come on.
Um,
You are good.
So we walked around. We went to like some taco spot, but that was pretty awesome. That was a good
Let me
time.
get this down. All right, so we'll start with you. What's your score on this one?
Oh, okay. 4.2.
Whoa.
It's very smooth, not too sweet, but like not harsh, little creamy, and crushable.
Ooh, drink.
What is your favorite style of beer?
Okay, so my favorite style would probably have to be a double IPA.
Some dippas.
However, my
Dippers.
favorite beer ever is the triple that Separatist and Bond do, the collab on during the holidays, all the feels. So I base every beer off of that. Like,
Okay.
Versus that. And I gave that a 5. So anything else is rated
Is that your only 5 ever?
only 5 ever.
That beer is actually very good fresh. Like it's one of the best beers. They do that. What's the cake called? The Italian cake?
A Panettone.
Panettone cake. So it's that chocolate lemony.
It's so
And
good.
in this beer, they put like pounds and pounds of this cake. They brew it as an IPA. It's a triple, and it's 12%,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
My dad was off his like rocker one time. We had a Christmas party here, and he didn't realize he had like 3 of them. And he's sitting there, and he's just eating the sandwich, and like half the food's falling down. And my mom just looks over and she's like,
We gotta
"It's
go.
time to go."
We're leaving.
Yeah, we're leaving right now. But
Awesome.
really good beer.
Yeah. So I rate everything off of that.
So we got we'll go to score, then that'll be my next little segment. What do you think?
I gave it a 4 or 5. When did I give it a 4 or 5? Wow, just May this year. I'm going to retract that, give it a 4.25. I mean, it's good, but
Whoa, lost points.
lost points.
Treehouse. Get them.
Still love Treehouse,
Get 'em.
but I've had other Treehouse beers that just, make this a little more underwhelming. I'm curious to see if this is better, but yeah, I'll give it a 4.25. Yeah.
You're gonna see it as a 4.25 on my rating, but probably more toward a 4.3. Just there's something about that pour and that taste, and again, like we said, that creaminess
Yeah.
to it is really nice.
I'm right there with you with 4.25. This easily could have been a 4.5. I'm not too I'm torn between those two
Yeah.
scores. I'm gonna stick with the 4.25. While you're pouring the next one here, I brought some hometown beer to you guys. What did you guys think of the Hershey chocolate porter?
So good.
Man, I mean, I am beyond impressed. I really, really was very impressed. And again, we don't get much Yingling here. We don't really drink it. I
I
would
think you're in the lead. You had like 2. You were
3.
3.
She had 3.
Nice.
3.
Yeah.
So I've actually never had a Yingling before.
That was your first
That was
Yingling
my
ever.
first Yingling.
Wow.
I love porters, but I never have them because they're rare. Like
what
at
would
the
you
breweries,
what would you
know?
score that?
4 or 5.
4 or 5.
Yeah, I really, really liked it.
Chocolate porty,
I
getting
really,
it.
really liked it. I love porters though, and I never get to drink them because it's usually either IPAs or stouts. Like there's really
You have to
not
try
many.
Yingling's just porter, like the regular
Oh,
porter.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
I
make a
wanna try
porter.
that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then their black and tan is their porter and premium
Premium,
together.
Interesting. Okay.
But the way the porter is supposed to be made is the porter and the Chesterfield ale. That's what would make the black and tan. But when they try to make it like that and can it or bottle it, I think they have some issues with it or something they said.
Well,
so
because
when
it's a layered beer, correct?
Yeah.
Right.
well, no, even if you buy it like the bottles and stuff, like you could buy a bottle of black and tan.
It's actually the black on the bottom and then the tan
No,
on
it's
top?
just it's already
Oh, oh.
it's already together. But they make it with when you buy it bottled and canned, it's the premium and porter.
Wow.
But when you go to like the brewery and they say, "Can I get like a black and tan?" They usually do it with Chesterfield and porter.
Solid.
Chesterfield's my favorite. It's like a really skunky, dank, like beer. It's awesome. I love it.
But yeah, no, that was really good.
It's a funny story. I don't know if we brought this up on the last time that we were together, but my graduation for high school was the same time my older brother graduated college. So my parents threw us like a huge party on the beach, and they got us like a keg, and it was really for the adults.
Luna
but-
de Luna.
but and my mom made like 17 pictures of sangria, red and white. It was like ridiculous. But my dad got Yingling as the keg,
Nice.
and we crushed the whole thing.
Lager?
Lager. And again, that wasn't like a thing that kids drank. I mean, we were drinking Bud Light and
Simpletons back then.
yeah,
we didn't know any better.
Simpletons.
Natty
So,
Ice.
Natty Ice.
It's funny because like
Milwaukee's
Yingling
best.
Lager, like it's so torn in our areas. Either you love it or hate it.
Love it.
I love it. I actually
I'm
do
saying
love
in our
it.
area, like
Oh, yeah,
like,
yeah.
people in our area are like, oh, I won't drink that. Once they kind of came out with like the union stuff, people were like, I don't like you. Or like when they came out and said they were union and they said they were pro-Trump, people were like, we hate them now. But
Got
every
red
single
tape.
person I know who works there, they love their job. Like they say it's one of the best companies they've ever worked for. Of course.
That's good.
It's
Yeah.
been around that long. They got to do something
That's
right.
rare too. So.
Yeah. You can't get a job there. It's tough.
Rick, what did you think of the Yingling Porter? What was your rating on that?
I love Hershey. I mean, I would give it a solid 4, and not a porter person. So for me, that's like in an IPA, that's like a 4.25. So it was delicious. It was very crushable. I don't see it anywhere around by me, so I'm gonna have to grab it. Next time I come out here.
Yeah, I
the
can
only
get
the
you
only
some.
way you can get it right now is School County.
Oh wow.
Really?
It's only in School County.
So why did you drink 3 of them?
Well, I know
It
somebody
was
that lives there.
good.
I mean, if you need a case, I can get it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Perfect.
we'll talk.
Yeah.
All right.
Talk
Yeah.
after the show. We don't want to allude to anything. Some deals that are going on.
I want to buy them Hershey Porters. What's gonna happen?
I'm gonna send them to New Jersey.
We're gonna meet at the border.
I'll see you in
It's
Phillipsburg.
right here.
We
Yeah.
have fireworks for you too.
You're
Oh, yeah, good
We're gonna
point.
trade Yingling Porter for Magnify.
Oh, please, Magnify is
20 minutes away. I could send you that and whatever you want.
Yeah. I wanted the other. So when Ben said he got the Space Jam Beers for our show, he got every one except the Air Jordan, and I was like, why? What do you like? Are you trying to ruin my soul? Like
The labeling on it's great,
They were
by the way,
fantastic.
and they sold out
Well,
quick.
they
yeah.
said that Sloop did those kind of labels first. They made a Space Jam, like a space
an NBA Jams.
NBA Jam, not Space Jam. We should make Space Jam beers.
Yeah.
though.
dude. That would be so
like a
amazing.
Monstars
And
and
Toon
like,
Squad.
Yes.
We're onto something, boys.
There you go.
Yeah, I wish I made beer. Listen,
Yeah.
They made me watch Space Jam during COVID when we were
I
quarantined.
know you didn't
What did you
like
think of
it.
it?
She hated
I
it.
mean, I was like, "What is this?"
Bill Murray's in it.
I know, but it was so stupid.
Wayne Knight.
Wayne Knight is the
Your
most
boy.
amazing.
Dotson. We got Dotson here. See, nobody cares.
Oh, wait, sidebar. Did you hear that Dodson is going to be in the next Jurassic Park movie?
Everybody
Knight.
is.
Really?
No,
Yeah.
Dotson.
I knew that.
Dodson.
the guy that's
Yes.
So he's-
When he
Dodson.
goes, Dodson
Well, that's
here.
yeah. Wayne
that
Knight.
guy is going to be in.
Dennis Nedry.
Dennis Nedry.
No, I mean
guy that's Dodson.
Dodson is going
Like,
to
that's so
be.
random.
It's had a
in
roll for
Jurassic
5
Park.
seconds.
Yeah, that's a random
Jurassic
character.
I didn't see the
World
last one.
You should.
Yeah, the last one's actually pretty decent.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw that at the IPEC.
Yeah.
Is that the one with, like where they're in the rolly ball and they fly off the cliff and the dinosaurs
Correct.
are chasing
Yeah.
them? And
Yes.
The
Yeah,
volcano
Fallen
goes
Kingdom,
off.
Yeah.
so
It looked too
good.
much. It looked
No,
like too much to me.
So good.
So Dern's gonna be in this, and
Yep.
Laura
name?
Dern.
Dr. Grant.
Oh my
Can't
God.
think of the actor's name.
I-
We're watching it
Tim
on Tutors right now.
Literally just saw him on the Tutors last night, and I
We
was
know.
saying Alan something.
Grant.
No.
He was Alan Grant in the movie.
Yeah, no. But his name in real life.
I love how he just
is
tortures.
Sam
Huh?
Neill.
Sam Neill.
I love when he just tortures the kids the whole
Fuck
movies.
him.
He fucks with those kids so bad.
So
It's good. That's what
Tim
you should do. It makes
was
you
like
tough.
one of my first crushes.
The little
as a
boy.
Oh my god.
The kid
I
who
was
gets boogered
so
up.
into him, man. I was like, yes,
Really?
give me some Tim.
Babe, that kid didn't even like trees.
I mean, I was
Well,
like,
we weren't in the
I
last
was
one.
like 8.
That kid sucked.
I
Yeah.
was 8 and he was
Both
10,
those
so he
kids
was
sucked.
like,
Were you a Jonathan Taylor? Like,
no, not a JTT girl.
What about Devin Sawa,
I
the
like
other blonde
Devin
one?
Sawa.
Idle hands.
Oh God, no, who was like my favorite?
Oh, Natalie, you liked Ed. Never mind. I'm
Haley.
not getting.
Oh,
into this.
Brad Renfro, rest in peace.
I don't know who that is.
Loved him.
I know who it is, yeah.
The Client.
I haven't seen
No?
that
No
movie in
idea.
ages. Wow, name dropping there.
Happy Campers.
He's irrelevant to us.
The Cure. He was. Joseph Mazzello was in that as well.
Still not coming.
Well,
Not
okay.
coming here.
All right.
Natalie, you're ruining the beer podcast.
No, I should probably watch these movies. Is what?
Yeah, you should know. The Client is actually a
Yeah, very good movie.
fantastic
Client's
movie
good
with
movie.
Tommy Lee Jones and Susan
Yeah.
Sarandon. You're
Yeah.
missing out.
Susan Sarandon's hot.
Okay.
Still?
Back in the day. She was,
Yeah. I
Back
don't
in
know.
the
Okay.
day.
Her
Better.
daughter's pretty. She was in Californication.
Well, the movie with Brad Pitt, where she goes off the cliff.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thelma and Louise.
Yeah.
She's a movie
That
buff.
one.
With Gina Davis. Yeah.
Heidi,
I
you,
love
can, you can
those,
be
yeah.
in here, you know.
My go-to growing up was the two Kellys, Bundy and Kapoor.
Bundy
No,
and
not Kapoor. Kelly. What is it? Kelly. I thought it was not Kelly.
Kelly Kapoor
Wait,
is
who's
the
Kelly?
Office. Kelly Kapowski.
Oh, Kelly Kapoor can get it too. I'm pregnant. Kelly Kapowski. I like Kelly Kapoor too. I don't care. I'm not judging. I'm pregnant, Ryan. Just shake your head now. No, Kelly. Kelly from Married with Children. The Kelly from Saved by the Bell.
Okay.
The girl from The Wonder Years.
Yes.
Winnie Cooper.
Winnie Cooper.
Oh, yeah.
Winnie Cooper. I wasn't a Topanga guy.
No,
Yeah.
Topanga was me.
No, she sucks.
She sucked. Huh?
I'd rather be with
loved,
Hunter instead.
What's
Oh my
that?
God.
I'd rather be
Steve
with
loved-
Hunter instead of Topanga.
I love Gabriella Union.
No, not her.
Wait, Wayne's wife.
Christina Applegate when she was in Don't Tell Mom the
Oh
Babysitter's
my
Dead.
god, I just melt. I was like, I wish she was my babysitter. That's what I
Christina
wish.
Applegate was a fox.
Yeah.
She was still good
She
in
still
Anchorman.
She's gorgeous. Are you kidding me?
The arsonist had oddly shaped feet.
What are your thoughts on Jennifer Love Hewitt? She was always a favorite of mine.
She's unbelievable.
Yeah.
She doesn't,
Right.
It doesn't even make sense.
Can't
got
hardly
excited.
wait. Have you ever seen that
Oh, that was
movie?
my crush.
Yeah.
When I was young.
Best movie ever.
It's pretty good.
J-Lo
Well,
Hewitt.
we're not even at this point. We're not even talking about Pierce, but this is,
Well, we can bring it back.
no, I like it. I like it. What is your guilty pleasure movie? Like, is there a movie that you like but you don't tell anybody you like?
Wild Things.
That's not even a secret. Everyone likes that movie.
Fuck out.
Two hot girls in a swimming pool. Yeah, I hate that movie.
Oh. With Denise Richards. Oh, my God. So good.
At Nev Campbell.
All right, I'm gonna say it, but I'm gonna be really embarrassed about it. Bring it on.
Bring it up, Gabrielle Union.
Yeah.
All right, I'm telling you, I love her. There's
Um,
something about her.
Okay.
When she was in Bad Boys.
She just is like mystifying,
Yeah, she's amazing.
Great Expectations with Gwyneth Paltrow and Ethan Hawke.
Serendipity.
which is actually I never saw that movie. So Natalie introduced me to that movie.
Great
'cause-
movie.
And I was like blown away. I was like, this movie is sick.
My movie, 10 Things I Hate About You.
Oh,
I
okay,
should
but
have
no.
said that. Shit.
That's the close. So one of my all-time favorite movies is considered a chick flick, and it's one of my favorite movies is The Breakfast Club. I love that movie.
Bro.
Is that a chick? I wouldn't say that's a
I
chick
think, I
flick.
think,
80s
I think it gets
no.
I think it gets classified as a chick flick because it's like there's romance and emotions and
Molly
stuff like
Ringwald.
that, and it's the
Yeah,
Brat
and
Pack.
Molly Ringwald.
Like
that's why.
16 Candles, Say
Creep-
Anything. Or
Creepy thing about that movie though, Molly Ringwald in that movie was 14 years old.
What?
Yeah, she was
No.
really young. She was like 14, 15 years old, and the shot of her dress was legit her. Like they would never today in today's times.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Oh, the 80s.
Yeah.
Oh, the 80s.
Yeah, she was they were like way older and she was very young.
Interesting.
Like cuz they would talk like on the set they would go and get beers and shit and Molly's like she's 16, yeah.
Wow.
That's still crazy, though. That's crazy.
Emilio Estevez is in that, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's a jock.
Judd Law or Judd Nelson,
Judd
sorry.
Nelson.
Gordon
Nelson.
Bombay.
That's the nerd, right?
No, Gordon,
Gordon
Bombay,
Bombay
is
is the name
Emilio
of his
Estevez
name
in the
in,
Mighty Ducks.
Oh. Quack, quack, quack. All right, so we are now drinking what?
Very green.
Very green.
This is the stupidest rating I've ever seen
Yeah, this
for an
is-
IPA.
The highest rating since we've started this
What?
podcast.
It's not even- it's not real.
All right. Is
All right.
all right, listen. Everyone talks that Treehouse is like the king dingling.
This is
of
the thing.
beers.
This
It's
is
crazy.
The thing.
46,000 ratings and it's that high. It's crazy.
It's a 4.62. That's not even a joke. 4.62 Shendo to fuck. That's where Heidi. So where Heidi lives is Shenandoah, and it's like the whole joke is 462 we love you because
Okay.
that's like their
Area-
their
zip-
area code.
area
Yeah. Yeah, zip code would be more not. Yeah, their area code is 462. So that's funny that it's actually ranked 462.
It's unreal.
It smells good. I
Ours
mean,
is
it's
579.
good, but I don't.
Oh, yeah. So, the first three numbers of the phone
I'm
number.
not 462ing over it.
No.
I love it.
I do love it.
This is really good.
Do
It's
I
good.
do I like it more than On the Fly? I don't know.
All right. So here's where we messed up.
I do. We
Here's
should have
where
had this first.
No, we should have put them in glasses right next to each other because now that I'm drinking it,
Oh, it's definitely cloudier.
It's super cloudy.
the other one's maybe a little more citrusy, but they both have the same like aftertaste. Like
Yes.
they're both like the differences between them are very minute,
Very.
It's
in
real-
my opinion.
No, it's.
I mean, it would be nice if we had had the very hazy.
Yeah, because then you
Is
get
that the purple can?
Yeah.
I had hazy.
Yeah, hazy, but yeah, very hazy though is very hard to get. Like even this, the very line they make only like once a quarter.
I'm gonna be honest though. If these two were presented to me, I would go with the very green over the very on the fly.
Agreed. But this, like I said, this you could get probably every 2 weeks. This is like once. Yeah,
I
they
think
don't
the
make very green
the
often.
fruitiness of on the fly is good, but it's one of those things. If I drink a bunch of it, I feel like I would have heartburn the next day because the fruity part of it. I like the sugary.
Yeah,
like
I think this is a little easier to drink, if that makes more sense, though.
see, I would
Really?
go with
See, I
this.
think
other
this
way.
is easier to drink.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
agreed. Yeah, I
I
had
think
more
this is
agita
easier.
when I had that.
Agita.
But I guess
Agita.
So New Jersey.
I guess that falls under the line of me liking that fruit sour punch.
Yeah, I'm
maybe
gonna read
more
the
so.
description on it.
Go ahead.
This Dippa
Nippa.
is created with massive kettle charge of Australian American hops. It opens the glass with huge notes of ripe pineapple, pilthy citrus, dank saturated hops. As it warms, it shows its depth and complexity. Sweet hints of malt intermingle with straight Tropicana. This review is ridiculous. It has soft but pointed bitterness and a rich, velvety mouthfeel.
I think that bitterness is what hurts my score toward it a little bit.
Okay. I mean, I'm right with it. Like, I don't think my score is changing from this one to the last one. I'm staying with the 4.25.
I'm there too.
Same.
I'll go 4-4. I like it better. I want to make a notice that it is.
I just want to
Better.
point out that you guys are giving like pro on tap scores, like your premium users at this point.
Not giving it a 4. I mean, 4.62.
I mean-
It's
I mean-
crazy. That means
I'm-
the average people give it at least a 4.5.
I have a
Or 4.75.
405 rating, so I'm like, I like beer.
Yeah.
What can I do?
What is like? How off? Like, so I'm trying to change my score.
My average is 4.01.
I don't. I'm actually. I just broke my rule in the first like every beer that I've done today. I checked them all in. I wasn't supposed to give scores. I only usually say my score and I don't give them. So I actually gave scores today. I broke my rule. Whoops.
Fail.
Beers happen, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, it's good though.
No, it's good. There's no doubt.
Grab the other ones.
You do that.
I will.
I like how we're enjoying the beers, and then we just have conversation. I'm about this.
Me too.
This
This is
the way it needs
definitely
to
not
be.
a normal Bangin' Beers podcast.
I know no one can hear me, but when there's a lot of people, though, you crush it a lot quicker. We all have nice pours.
Yeah, these are nice pours. I'm feeling it. I don't know. The last couple episodes we had, it was more conversation on top of some beer reviews. I think so. I think our format's kind of changing because we do less beers, but we have more conversation.
Can I say that I watched you and your father get at it?
Was that a good one? You thought?
I thought that was one of my favorite episodes.
It was mentally a good episode because I learned things, and this is no bullshit. I learned things about my dad's like childhood and growing up that I'm being honest, I didn't know until that day. Like I didn't know his relationship with his dad and stuff like that. So I was like, that was a cool, like, it's. This is dark Tony here.
No, this is great. No,
Right,
this is
so-
this is
so
a
here's-
this might be light Tony.
This is dark Tony because like obviously
Oh,
there's
we're
gonna
gonna go
come
there.
a day where obviously like one of us is gonna go, and
Yeah, of course.
by standards, usually the father leaves before the son. You know, let's hope so, right? Let's hope you die before me, Dad, right?
Jesus.
I mean, that's what you want, right?
No, I
You
get
don't-
it.
Yeah.
No, you never want to bury your kids, right? That's
Exactly.
right.
So, but it's one of those things where if something does happen and I lose my dad, that episode is on the internet forever.
Yeah.
Like I can always go back.
It's a beautiful moment for
and
sure.
cherish that conversation.
It's a good way to look at it.
So that's the thing with this podcast, man. That like I don't take for granted is meeting cool people and having great conversations. Because how many times you have people over your house and you hang out and you experience things, but you don't you don't record it or you don't capture them. Like there's one thing of taking a photo with somebody, but there's capturing their voice. Because they said when someone passes on, the first memory you lose of somebody is their voice. So to have that, I think is super important.
I'm gonna cry and like want to call my dad right now. to be honest with you.
Yeah. When that episode happened, I was like, man, like that was so different from what we normally do.
Yeah, it was cool.
But it was really fun.
It really was cool.
Yeah.
Like it's funny because like it hits a sweet spot for me because like, I'm always learning stuff about my father in that way.
Yep.
So it was nice to see that dynamic with somebody else, and especially now when you explain it.
Yeah.
Saying
Well,
like,
the thing
learning,
with me and him
you know?
too is we're both we're very the same personality. So we're very both like bullheaded and pigheaded. We'll both admit we're wrong, but for some reason to each other we won't say we're sorry.
Sounds like my dad.
So like there's situations where we'll get in a heated argument or we disagree about something, and in the past we would just stop talking for like 6 months.
Oh wow.
This is Natalie doesn't understand
No,
this.
I don't.
Okay,
Okay. Yeah. No.
So just so you understand, Natalie's dynamic with her folks is amazing.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful relationship. But for me, as a newcomer into their family,
It's foreign.
I watch what happens, and I'm like, there is no fucking way that you guys should be talking after the conversation that you just
We're
had.
Italian. We fight it out to the death.
We fight it out and just stop
And
talking
then-
to each other.
No, we fight, we scream our heads off, and then we're hugging and kissing and laughing 5 seconds
That's
later.
like my family
And
too.
he's always like, "How are you doing this?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "This has been my whole life."
So
like,
that's
I'm
what
like
we are.
Tony.
That's what we are now. So like the one time we drank a bunch of beers.
Italians.
Well, yeah, same thing. We're Italian Irish. But we the one time after an episode we had an argument about what's going on in the world, and we're screaming at each other. But that's just the way we talk, like Italian talk.
Yeah.
And Ben was there, and he was just like, thought he was watching the demise of a father and son. And then if that was old school us, we would have probably not talked for a couple weeks. And then when we seen each other, just pretend it didn't happen and move on with our day. But now, like, he got up. He's like, "I'm heading out." I said, "All right, man. Love you. See you later." He goes, "Love you too." And then the next day, like the next week, he came back and he's like, "No, I thought about it, and I agree with a lot of your viewpoints on what's going on."
That's nice.
Yeah. So we have a way different relationship, and I think a lot of that comes down to the podcast. I really do. I think him being on the show and us being able to bond and
great.
hang out is really important.
Yeah, that's always like the best thing that
Yeah.
you can have for. So
Yeah, I'm grateful, man. Like, I know people are like, "Oh, you do a lot. You have a lot of shows. You do 6 different shows." But, like, I'm making amazing memories with not just my team, but, like, stuff like this, like coming up here and hanging out with people. And
course.
you guys welcome me into your house, and we record and
Yeah.
building that friendship and bond. I think it's cool.
in
It's fun.
our dilapidated house.
Listen, you haven't seen
Listen.
ours. Our ceiling is collapsed in one section because
On Monday, I decided that I hated everything, and I just tore it off the walls. And we're gonna start anew. It's fine.
You don't know true anxiety until you've lived with Natalie for.
That's not fair.
could have been me. You would have been painting the house by yourself, and I would have playing Xbox.
See, don't you love me? Yeah.
Yeah. She's like, "I want to remodel the house." I'm like, "You're on your own." I am not a handy person. Like, if you need something free off the internet, I got you. When it comes to like fixing or doing anything handy, I'm just not that dude.
He put those lights up yesterday.
Yeah, I would have broke them. I would have tried, got
Good job.
frustrated, and smashed them.
A lot of things like we had talked earlier about car stuff. It's so easy to just find internet videos and
Oh,
just
even
do
if I
it.
watched them, I can't figure it out.
I'll just wing it.
Yeah.
If you break something, then you worry.
Or you crash.
Well, like she
I'm like, can you not do my brakes? I think I'll take that. to the
brakes are
shop.
very easy.
Yeah,
You know,
brakes-
you know how I
brakes are-
fix my car? When I get in and I turn it and it starts making weird noises, I turn the radio up louder.
it's quiet. Now it's quiet.
And then when it starts drowning out my radio, then I take it to a garage.
There you
And they're
go.
like, I had a Dodge Neon. I only ever had 2 cars. I'm 30. What am I, 33? I'm
How old am I?
33. I always forget my age. I'm 33. I've only had 2 cars my whole life. I had a 4-cylinder Dodge Neon. I drove that for almost 8 months on 2 cylinders, on 3 cylinders, because one spark plug exploded and just bore into the 1 cylinder and destroyed it to the point where the car was like, as I was driving, it would shake. And I drove it like that for like 8 solid months. And the guy was like, "You need a new engine." Like this whole
Why is this on the road?
Was that your first car?
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
was your first car?
My first car was
Well, that was my second. Sorry, I had 3 cars.
okay.
Yeah.
My first was a teal Tempo.
Oh my god, what a piece of shit.
It was the biggest.
Awesome.
This thing was, everybody loved it because I was like,
Can I tell the story?
yeah, go.
Yeah. What year was that Tempo?
It was a 91.
Okay, I remember we were at what's the road by the airport?
That's a New Dutch Lane.
New Dutch Lane, and it would like if there was like a red light or something, we'd be so scared because that thing would fucking stall all the time, and it was pouring, and it stalled. And I remember you walked out of the car and you banged the hood of the car so much that the rain bounced
Bounced
off
up.
the top. fucking shit. I was like, oh my God. I'm like, you're going to kill somebody and
Did
I'm
it
the only
start
one
working
here.
after you banged it?
So well, we got home, but
Yeah.
the thing is, like, a car is not supposed to stall when you turn.
No, obviously.
Or come to a stop.
No, like
I don't know
it's-
much about cars,
like,
but I do know that.
it's more natural if like your car is having like problems. It's gonna stall like just on the road. When you're turning, it should have enough momentum to get through. My car apparently just could not ever do that. So every time we turned or got at a red light, it was like, I hope to God I can make this turn.
So my first car was a Ford Aerostar minivan.
Oh,
Nice.
wow.
I didn't
Shag
go.
and wagon.
I didn't have. I wish I fucking shagged it at least once. I didn't even get a chance. I didn't have prom. I didn't have a graduation party. I didn't go to graduation. Like that kind of. I didn't do all the senior stuff like senior week, in exchange to get a car because I didn't get my license until I was 18. So I get this.
Wait, but why? What does that have? Why didn't you go to prom for the
because
car? I don't get
because it was supposed to be like instead of spending all this money on like a tuxedo or a suit. I didn't want to go anyway, but I just kind of leveraged it
Okay.
to kind of get the car. And I didn't so I didn't do all that stuff. And my dad's like, well, you can have your mom's old van. I had it 4 months, and I was driving up the hill to go at the time to my girlfriend's house, the next town over, and my engine blew.
A little engine that could.
And I pulled over, like with no power steering, pulled it off the side of the road, and it's the middle of a snowstorm. Like snow is starting to pour down, it's getting real bad. And I call my dad. I'm like, Dad, I think the engine just blew in the van. Like I have no power. It's not turning on. Nothing. He goes, all right. I was like, well, it's starting to snow, and I'm on the Vulcan, which is like a huge hill. And I was like, can you please come get me? He goes, let me jump in the shower. I'll be right over.
Jump in the shower. Why do you have a shower?
Why do you need a shower right now? He legit got a shower and then came and got me, and then
God.
drove me to my girlfriend's house.
Yeah, that's a
nice.
champ.
I was freezing I was freezing my balls off.
Oh man, I can imagine though. That's crazy.
Yeah, I had a minivan for 4 months, and that was it. And then I got the Dodge Neon, and then I had my Chrysler.
I don't
My
remember what
my
second
first car was a '96 Nissan Sentra. It was black. His name was Marco, and I had a furry cow
Steering wheel cover?
steering wheel cover.
A cow one?
Yeah, like furry cow print. And every time I would go over 60, the whole car would like vibrate. So we would be driving to the beach, my friends and I, and we'd be like, all right, let's see how fast we can go. And we'd get it up over 60, and the whole car would be like,
So it needed a wheel alignment really bad.
Yeah.
We were talking the way up here. Heidi had a car that she drove to the point where she didn't do an oil change to it
Oh.
and seized the engine.
That's bad.
Yeah, that's
so
not good.
bad.
She's awesome.
That was in Allentown.
That was. We were talking about your car breakdown in Allentown. Every section, every intersection we went to, and we seen something weird. We were just like, we just seen a crackhead in Allentown.
That girl's got a broken arm in Allentown.
What was that like? We came in on 22, so we came into the north end of Allentown.
Yes, correct.
Oh, where people would just throw it in park in the middle of the street. They're just like middle lane. They're like, this is good.
Sure.
And
Some
like
circus shit.
like I said last time I went with my father out to Brew Daddy's, they had lawn chairs in the one lane, and I was like, this is not legal.
It's not a picnic. What are you doing?
Yeah,
But
it's an interesting city. It's like a more populated Reading.
Yeah.
yes,
Oh yeah, Allentown's
is
really
it
big.
is it as bad as Newark for you?
No, Newark was a whole nother level. When I bust through a church sermon and they're screaming the white devil, that's
Oh,
not much.
please tell Natalie this.
There's not much topping.
you
that.
gotta explain
Me and my
this.
buddy Tanner went to a UFC fight. I'll just kind of break it down.
Yeah.
So we go to the UFC fight. He thinks because we're going to save on parking, we're going to park like 6 blocks away from the Prudential Center because it was cheaper parking. We look, we look at where the parking is, and I said, "Do me a favor, can you just drive to the stadium, see how like far this is?" And I've been in rough neighborhoods, and I was like, "We're never going to make it at 2:30 in the morning back to this car."
No.
So then he parks across from the stadium, across from the Prudential Center, and then we walk into New York to like a McDonald's, and just got harassed the whole way there. Like my buddy was just giving money left and right. He was like donating money to people, like. And then on the way back to the Prudential Center, we're trying to like go through a crowd, and there's like a church service going on in the street, and their church service was like against the white man type deal.
Uh-oh.
So I like fight through the crowd to get through, and like as I'm poking through, he's like, "And the white devil."
That's
and
you.
and I'm
He just
like-
emerges.
and they start heckling us.
Oh boy.
It was fun. New York was an experience. Yeah. Did not feel welcomed at all.
As bad as Newark is, though, I feel like because I've been to a bunch of concerts at the Tweeter Center. I'm dating myself here. Camden is really
Rough.
bad. Yeah,
Rough
I would.
area.
I would.
I seen a
take
meme,
Newark.
on the internet, and it's like Simba and Mufasa, and he's like, Simba, this whole area is yours, and he goes, well, what's that dark spot over there? And he's like, that is Newark. We don't go there. Like that's the danger zone. You don't go there.
Yeah, I'd be curious which numbers are worse. Newark
Hey, we
or,
got married
Camden.
in Newark.
I
Yeah.
seen
At the
I was-
cathedral.
I said like downstairs. I said, "What were you guys in Italy?"
Well, and it's funny. The photos downstairs are in Monmouth University.
Oh yeah, those are just our engagement photos.
But even the
Yeah.
cathedral, the cathedral in Newark, that was like an isolated area.
It's like the largest cathedral in New Jersey.
My mom was like, Natalie, please get married in a church.
Did you guys
blah,
have like
blah,
a big
blah, blah,
Italian
blah."
wedding?
Yeah, but I'm like, I'm not very religious. Like it didn't matter to me. But she
Yeah.
was like, please get married in a church, please. I said, fine. But I'm getting married at the biggest church on the Eastern Seaboard. And she was like, okay. So
We had the most ghetto wedding of all time. We rented out like a bingo hall, like
Nice.
like an Elks Hall. They put
Yeah,
a bingo.
like an Elks Lodge. Yeah.
There was a bingo board on the wall. It was a bingo hall. It was the Elks Lodge. I think we paid like $1,500 for the hall and like beer for the day, and like, yeah, it was cheaper than that. And a DJ. And literally, we walked in. I think I was in like a dirty ass cheap suit. She was in like a black dress. It looked like a funeral.
Dark Tony strikes again.
yeah.
Huh? Gray and black. And I was blue and gray. We were dressing like Batman. All right, I'm just gonna put it out there. I'm not gonna pretend that we're not being nerdy. I was like Batman colors. My brother came in red and gold like Robin. My dad came in purple and green like the Joker.
There you
Her
go.
aunt came in purple and green like the Joker. And then that wasn't even planned. We were just having fun with it at that point. And then some lady came in who was like ordained. And she's like, you do? The mayor of Frackville. She's like, you do? I do? And she's like, sure. And we're
Okay.
like, you're married, husband and wife. And I'm like, everyone drink. And then the DJ just started playing music. And that was our whole.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah,
it was
Nice.
so
that's
cheap.
fun.
Yeah, there was no wedding. There was
Yeah,
no.
we
Like,
had the big Italian to do.
Spiel.
The to do.
every single time, I don't want to be right. Every time I get like invited to a wedding, I'm like, please do me a favor. Just invite me to the service after. Like, invite me to the the
Reception.
Because I'm gonna hate. Like, you don't want me in the church. Nobody wants to see any of that. I know that's like an important moment of your life,
no.
but no one cares.
the
No one-
dancing is the important part.
No one cares.
Yeah.
No one in your family except maybe your parents. Maybe your
We
parents.
actually started a trend at our wedding.
Okay.
So my uncle Danny, who lives in the Poconos, is
Okay.
an absolute lunatic. I love him, but he like has like toys and like stuffed animals and plush heads, and like he just goes.
He's
wild.
an animal. He's awesome.
He sounds like my favorite person ever.
Yeah, he's awesome.
He brought
He would
a
be great to be on
giant
here, by the way.
panda head to my wedding at my request. He was going to bring it to my shower, and my mother was like, if you bring that into this classy bridal affair, I will smack you. So I'm like, you better bring that to the wedding. He brings it to the wedding. The DJ, the photographer, everyone was freaking out about it. It was the hit all night. Everyone took a turn in the panda head.
I
Okay?
walked in wearing it.
Yes. And then after that, all of a sudden, I start seeing, like, we had a really, like, our DJ was, like, well-known in the Jersey area, and so was our photographer.
He went and bought one.
All
got
of a
one.
sudden, the DJ's got the plush heads, and they
now
were
they-
going.
they sell it as a
all
thing.
the
And we're
weddings.
like, we should be getting
yeah, it's like a
fucking
thing
royalty
now.
for this.
Yeah, it's like you want the CO2 machines or the plush head, and we're like, we started this. Uncle Danny started this.
Dude, our wedding at by the end of the night turned into a fucking karaoke bar.
Nice.
Dude, the DJ
That's
had
awesome.
the DJ had a microphone, and I was just like, give me your hammer. I'm like, give me your fucking mic. And we're singing, like, me and my uncles, and everyone's all smoked, and we're singing, sing us a song, you're a piano man.
Living here now.
Yeah, Billy.
Old Billy Joe. Yeah. All right, what's our next beer?
Well, do you want to talk rating? Did we
We should.
finish this up? Did we do that?
I
Oh,
think
we
we all
did
I
our
think,
ratings,
I think we
yeah.
all said 4.25.
Yes. Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Really good though. I was again, I always think Treehouse has a lot of smoke blown up their ass.
Is there a wrestling ring on that, Ken?
Hurt my ears.
This one.
Oh yeah, we'll get into these. These are the Kong series.
These are big boy level now. This is what we actually did for our giveaway for.
We gave half the giveaway away. And we kept the other half.
Correct.
Get it? Other half.
Other half. We kept the other half. Oh,
No pun intended.
No pun intended.
So we had level 2. So the theme was Super Nintendo video games. Like, it's
Is
like
this the ones that came with a system?
Yeah, you could make like a box system, like out of cardboard. Yeah, with like a little like Nintendo controller. Yeah. So there's the theme on it. And then they had like collabs, which we have inside. But this is the Kong series. So we had level 2. This is level 3. Broccoli Kong versus Green City All Stars, which we heard from. We can't say his name. It was the best of the 5 of them.
By making it a big deal about not saying his
I know,
name
it's more
is
fun
more
that-
of a thing.
It's more fun that way, though.
This is level 4?
Three.
3.
Are you paying attention?
No. Level 3 broccoli.
Speaking of Nintendo, did we take that GameCube back from my parents' house or no?
I don't think so.
GameCube.
We should.
Natalie's obsessed with GameCube.
I'm
I think it's
I'm
okay.
not obsessed
Remember
with
Virtual-
GameCube.
Virtual
It is the
Boy or whatever?
only
You
game
should get a
system.
Nintendo Switch.
No, I don't.
I
I don't
want
actually
to.
like video games. I just like
No.
Mario Kart from back in the day.
You should get a You should get a Nintendo
It's
Switch.
Nintendo 64.
No, you should get a Nintendo Switch.
But I have a Nintendo GameCube.
All that stuff's coming to the Switch.
Natalie, what don't you understand about
Yeah,
technology?
so like they're redoing it in like
It
high
doesn't
def and
have
everything.
to get
So it's
better.
cool.
It's
They just
fine
made
the way it is.
they just made a Nintendo. Well, it's portable and you can take it with you.
Okay, I have no desire to
You
do that.
think that, but now you can take Mario Sunshine, Mario Galaxy, and Mario 64
No.
anywhere in the world with you.
No,
Speaking Chinese.
no
Yeah,
desire.
she doesn't understand.
I just want to, at some point,
Bite the mic.
play Nintendo Mario Kart.
What if you can play
with my friends?
What if you could play Mario Kart with your friends handheld?
I don't want to do that.
I don't get it. I thought that Mario Kart was on Nintendo 64.
It was on 64, GameCube, Wii, Wii U, and now Switch.
But it was originally 64 is what it was
it's
originally.
it's yeah, it's been on ever since. Have you ever played Drunk Mario Kart?
Drunk Mario Kart.
Oh,
Yes.
that's the best.
That's just
My wife
being
and I play
drunk
that all the
playing
time.
Mario Kart.
So no, the rule
rules.
is you get a can of beer. When he says 3, 2, 1, go,
I always chug it.
you crack the beer, right? You can chug the beer right at the start and go, or you can take as much of a drink as you can,
Can't be on the gas.
and you cannot be in the gas while you're consuming alcohol.
Ooh.
So if you fall off the track, you have to wait till your car lands back on the track, then you can drink your beer. But if you finish the race in first place and you have beer in your can, you lose.
Yep.
I
I do this
have
all the
never
time with
played
Mel.
that.
Yes, we have. We played at their apartment in
Yeah,
Hoboken.
we've Mel and I,
Or not
my
a
wife
part-
have been
in,
doing this for
Weehawken.
years. It's great.
Have you ever played Mario Party with friends?
At their apartment.
That'll ruin friendships.
Oh yeah,
I
big time.
didn't really get Mario Party.
I got the first 3 of them on Nintendo 64. It's
Do
great.
you really?
She's
Yeah.
sinful.
What was your first video game system and first video game? that you played?
Nintendo. I had the first Nintendo.
Like
and
the
it was-
beep with the
exactly.
duck
Duck
hunt?
Hunt.
Mario Duck Hunt was my first.
Mine was Sega Genesis,
Dr.
The
Mario.
Lion King.
The Lion King.
Oh God.
I think that. I thought something was happening.
What's that?
It's the ice machine.
There was actually a stage in that game where you couldn't pass it. It was broken.
The Lion King?
Yeah,
Is with the giraffe heads?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah.
There was,
Yeah, it was
there
very
was
hard.
one jump you can't make.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
And so they sold a broken game.
Oh,
And
that's
knew it.
interesting.
I believe
Yeah.
that.
Wow. So I always thought it was
the
just
cat
me.
next to you.
No.
Where's that haircut?
Well, what's your first video game thing?
Well, I mean, I've had them all. We've had them from Atari, to
Because
be
you're-
honest.
because
Oh.
You're older brother.
I mean, my parents
Yeah.
had Atari, but
So
Yeah, someone tried to
um,
show me Atari after I already played Nintendo. I was like, get this shit out.
my very first personal owned system was N64, and I played Mario 64 for roughly 14 hours.
Those
I would
96 stars.
I would fake being sick, so I would stay home in like middle school to sit home and play that game.
Mario 64 is legendary. Mario
Amazing.
Kart 64 is amazing. GoldenEye. And then the wrestling video games that were on the N64.
But I think Mario 64 changed the dynamic of how video games were kind of like created after that.
Because it's
So-
3-dimensional.
Yeah,
the
it
the
just
only
changed
thing they
completely.
got rid of from Mario 64 and on the N64 to the Switch version is you know what Mario used to tell Bowser when he would throw him by his tail into a bomb? So it became a meme on the internet. So he would grab Bowser and he would say he would say so long King Bowser.
Yep.
But the way he said it sound like he was saying so long gay Bowser.
oh my god.
And they removed it from the game. So now he goes wahoo. long.
yeah.
But he used to go so long, Gay Bowser. But it sounded like it was sounding like so long, Gay Bowser. But he was saying so long, King Bowser.
But
But
Italian
That's
accent.
funny.
It was funny because like I
What was
played.
yours?
Oh yeah, let's do that.
I bought. I mean, I had Nintendo when I played with my older cousins, but I had Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis, the first systems I had.
Yeah.
Sonic the Hedgehog, right? That was Sega.
she's obsessed with Sonic.
I used
That's
to
her
play
favorite.
Sonic at the dentist. They had like
Yeah.
a whole thing.
On my PlayStation 4, I have like it's the Sega Classic, so I have like all of that. And it's all redone in high def. It's great.
So again, if you ever heard the story about Rick and I, how we met through this whole homeroom thing, eventually we started hanging out and became what we are today, besties here.
Were you guys gamer kids growing up?
So you don't understand the amount of time we've dedicated to Halo, and how we would like strategically plan how we were gonna hang out and what level we were gonna try to play and like how we were gonna beat it.
What a great game.
And
My
we would,
first one.
Are you gonna get the new Halo with the Halo Infinite with the new system?
I'm a PS4 person though now. That's the
That
problem.
Switch.
That new Xbox is it's a panty dropper.
They're both beasts. So.
I think they're both
But Nintendo Xbox, you can buy the Game Pass for the year, and every Xbox exclusive game is included day one free on that Game Pass.
that's pretty impressive.
So instead of paying $60 for every single game you want that's exclusive to PlayStation, Xbox is like, oh, you pay for the year. Here they
So
all
it's like a
are.
streaming service.
And-
It's like a Spotify
and
for
they
games.
just bought Bethesda, so every Bethesda game is going to be free on Game Pass.
You have to explain that to Natalie. That's like all. Well, I can't even
Bethesda
explain
is a game called Skyrim, which is like a giant.
I know that game.
So yeah,
Yeah.
it. And Fallout. Remember the game I was playing downstairs? You're like, what
I-
is this weird thing that you're doing?
Excuse me. I used to play Gears of War in college
Yes.
all the time.
So they're all under a subscription like a Netflix through Xbox now. So like, and then the Xbox is the more powerful, hands-on system, more consumer friendly. Like this new console generation, man, Xbox is probably the place to be.
What's the one you like? Red Dead.
Red Dead
I'm a
Redemption.
big Red Dead fan,
Yeah.
and I like obviously like the Grand Theft series was ridiculous.
I remember in
Yeah.
high school we used to play Vice City.
Vice City was
And
just
What was
stupid fun.
Guitar Hero on?
And
that was on
well,
PlayStation. That
it
was
really,
quick, yeah.
I guess it really technically started on Xbox. If
It
you want to
started,
go,
Guitar Hero
PlayStation.
started on PlayStation.
oh,
yeah.
did it?
Guitar Hero 1 was on PlayStation.
Played that in the Fairview house. Yeah, Guitar Hero 3 and PlayStation 3.
And then it turned to a full band game.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that's when
yeah,
you,
no, I
yeah.
never
We
played
have
that.
we
It's
have
like
like
weird.
rock band nights at our house.
Oh,
where
wow.
everyone,
Rock band. That's what it
where
was.
we everyone
yes.
well Guitar Hero has every instrument too, but we would have band nights where everyone comes and we take turns and we all switch instruments and like people are singing in the house and it's a really good time.
So truthfully, my younger brother, he's very intelligent in the sense like he can watch something on YouTube or whatnot and learn it very quickly. He learned how to play the actual guitar.
a lot
did.
of a lot of musicians started because Guitar Hero gave them that start.
So
That's
he
crazy.
so on Guitar Hero or Rock Band, he'd play on like that super hard level, and he would get like combinations.
That
and I'm like-
Buckethead song or whatever.
I'm like, get the fuck! Like this is not. Oh, this is not
Post
normal.
Malone started playing Guitar Hero and then it inspired him to pick up a real guitar.
Unbelievable.
Interesting.
Unbelievable.
and now we can play guitar.
Yeah, he's really good.
3 letters. D D
Oh god.
R.
We
Dance,
gotta get back to the beer.
Dance
Yeah,
Dance
yeah.
Revolution.
We've
Yeah,
now
get down
digressed
this road.
so much that we can't even handle that.
There are some people that are going to love that conversation. They're really mad we didn't do it. All right, so here we are for the Level 3 Broccoli
Yep.
King versus Green City All-Stars. This is a 10% ABV.
So it's triple.
Brock Boy
Jeez.
moves on to Level 3 where he squares off to the with the Green City All-Stars in a no-holds-bar wrestling match. I did voiceover work for a wrestling company, right? So I'm going to do it real quick.
world.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna do my wrestling voice.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Broccoli Boy moves on to Level 3, where he squares off with the Green City All-Stars in a no-holds-bar wrestling match to the death. A full-on suplex of Citra, Idaho 7. Don't know how to say that one. Nelsa, something else, Citra, something else, Citra, and Idaho 7 Cryo.
So thi-
Begin.
This is exactly what Rick and I were talking about with D. Neal from Beer Talk Now tonight.
About the cryo.
The cryo thing is like this big hit, but it's worth it because like
It's more expensive.
it's a little more expensive.
Can I take this can with me?
Yeah, absolutely.
I love wrestling stuff, so I'm gonna keep that can.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna see if
keep
I
all
can
the
get,
Kongs.
I'm gonna see if I can keep that.
Oh,
label.
you know what? I want to question: are you going to try to push for artwork of the night on that one?
Oh yeah. Well, that's the one. Oh, we have to. We are doing a Bangin beers. We got to do. Yeah. So I don't put it up right. Yeah. All right. Let's drink it. Let's fucking drink it.
Yeah, it's actually
I like it.
fantastic. I've been going ahead all of you because you guys keep
This
talking.
the segue to this is: have you ever watched pro wrestling? And if so, who was your favorite growing up?
Stone Cold 316, right?
Wow, good job.
I thought he was so hot. I wanted to bone him.
Stone Cold come down here and you're flapping your gums every week, and Stone Cold Stunner Vince McMahon.
So-
What?
Oh, that was the best.
So, okay, the only reason why I liked him, I was never into
You
wrestling.
like Stone Cold and not The Rock? You thought Stone Cold was hot, not The Rock?
I only liked him because the boy that I liked him.
You were very swayed, easily swayed. Okay.
I saw a real live wrestling match once in the Poconos. Oh my God, what was that casino up there?
Oh, there's a bunch of them.
I went to
Foxwoods
visit
or
my
something?
no.
Was that
I went to
Foxwoods?
visit my cousin, and he was like, "We're going to this wrestling match. Oh, it's gonna be really
Danny
fun."
boy.
Yeah. Oh my God, it was like Shawnee.
Shawn Michaels?
No, the
Oh.
casino. Shawnee.
I'm not sure. Do
Yeah,
Okay,
Shawnee,
whatever.
yeah.
Anyway,
you remember who wrestled?
no,
No.
but I was front row.
It's funny you said that.
And I
name,
was
though. That's
flirting
my
with
guy,
a guy.
Shawn Michaels.
I was a Shawn Michaels guy too.
Me too.
The
no.
sexy boy, heartbreak kid.
And when he won
Stone
WrestleMania,
Cold.
he got like Pamela at that one year.
316.
Pamela
He won the
Anderson won
Royal Rumble and he won Pamela Anderson.
Royal Rumble.
Yes.
I remember
Are you
watching
gonna-
that
What
on
was
my
the
illegal black
316?
box.
What
Stone
did
Cold
that
Steve
mean?
Austin. So John 316 was a Bible verse, and there used to be a guy who would go
Okay.
to the events and hold up John 316, which means something that Jesus loves you.
Gotcha.
Right?
Okay.
I
He
don't
was
know.
my favorite.
So Stone Cold said, John 316, Austin 316 says, I just whipped your ass.
Yeah, so that was the big thing.
Yeah, that was the only thing.
You want to know mine?
Sure.
You ready for this name
Yep.
drop? Papa Shango.
I met Papa Shango.
Yeah, he was the coolest, like the craziest.
Do you know he
coolest
played
guy.
3 characters?
Did he?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Do you remember The Godfather
Vaguely.
with the hose?
Yes.
Come on, the hoe train. That was Papa Shango.
That's crazy.
Yep.
That's crazy.
And he played. He was in the Nation of Domination with The Rock for a while. He was Kama Mustafa.
Oh shit.
Yep.
Listen, I used to watch. Like my older brother really got me into it, and then there was a point in time where like things just changed because it got so crazy. Like
Yeah, that's what
SmackDown,
era.
it was like every other night it was on. and I was like,
WCW, WWE.
it was like
That's how it
nuts.
is right now. Every single night of the week, there's pro wrestling on TV.
But I think you'd be proud of me because I actually went to a Ring of Fire event,
Ring of Honor.
a Ring of Honor. See? I don't even know,
See, I know what he meant.
but you knew.
Yeah. Do
You knew. I was proud of that.
you remember who wrestled?
Oh God,
I
dude.
have a friend who trained at Ring of Honor.
Yeah, you have mentioned, and he also did the pastry.
Well, no, he didn't train at Ring of Honor. I have a bunch of friends in the wrestling industry, but I have a friend who trained at Ring of Honor. But Tony Deppen wrestled at Pastry Town.
Yes.
And he's actually in Ring of Honor. It just aired tonight. I didn't get to watch it. They said he won, but Tony Deppen, the pro wrestler, is starting Pilgrim Brewing Company with a few friends of mine in Pottsville, Pennsylvania.
Wow.
And they make great beer.
I know. He has promoted it a few times, and actually would love to get out there. And
I
check that
donated.
out.
If you want, the links below. We'll put it in here.
Yeah,
you
do
can
that.
donate money. I think if you do like $15, they'll send you a glass. $10 get you a T-shirt. $30 get you a hoodie. Or you could do like $100 and they'll give you all the physical merchandise. Or if you do $150, you get a beer named after it. You can name your own beer.
Wow.
I have so
Very
many. I literally have a notebook full of beer names that I would do.
So you can donate $150, get your beer name through there, and help a brewery start up.
Cool.
I'm in.
Nice.
Do you know what the Ring of Fire is?
Johnny Cash.
That
Literally,
also.
literally know what it is.
Also, like the tectonic plates on Earth.
the Pacific
too,
Ocean
yeah.
is what the Ring
Oh,
of
I
Fire
was
really
thinking
is.
about Barnum and Bailey's circus, the cage where the motorcycles.
Where the motorcycles go
That
around.
was the
That
Ring
is
of
also
Fire.
the Ring of Fire, I think.
Holy shit.
Or the Ball of Death.
Wait, did you say your favorite wrestler is Goldust? Obviously.
Oh, he is. I'm not even joking. He's one of my favorites of all
He's
time.
amazing.
I'm gonna Google Gold Dust because I don't
Oh,
know who that is.
oh,
He was,
wait.
he was like a transgender wrestler.
Oh.
Pedophile.
Yeah, in the
status.
era
He
he
was
was-
pedophile.
No?
He was androgynous.
Oh,
So
okay,
he was like
okay.
a gay character, but they couldn't say he was gay.
Yes, it was
And-
in the era before all that.
Yeah, and his dad was one of the most legendary wrestlers of all time, Dusty Rhodes.
Dusty
the
Rhodes.
American
Oh,
Dream,
wow.
Dusty Rhodes, baby.
I see
That was his
Dustin
kid.
Rhodes,
Did
but I don't
Dusty
think Gold
carry the
Dust.
2x4?
Goldust.
Was that
No,
him?
that was Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
But was there something together with them?
No.
Oh.
And then Cactus
What is
Jack
that,
became Mankind, right?
Mankind,
That Cascade
Cactus
song.
Jack, Mankind, Dude Love, Mick Foley. That's right. Yeah, but Goldust. Then he became a stuttering wrestler. His gimmick was stuttering, but now he wrestles. His brother started his own wrestling company called AEW. Yeah,
Gold
Which is-
Dust. Galantis. That's a song. I knew it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Gold Dust.
growing up, first wrestling I ever seen that caught my attention. I was like, I'm hooked here. Was Macho Man Randy Savage.
Oh, yeah. I seen the lust in your eyes, Hulk Hogan. He come into
That was good.
He come into an interview and he starts real quiet, right? And he goes, I am very upset with Mean Gene Okerlund, and I'm going to tell you why.
And he gets real
Yeah,
crazy.
really
He starts
crazy.
screaming. Yeah. And then he starts every interview not even facing the camera. And he did this thing with his fingers. And then when he talked, he would touch his finger to his
Ew.
thumb.
Who started it first, like him or Ultimate Warrior? Because Ultimate Warrior, when he
Oh,
wrestled the Hulk
Ultimate
Hogan
Warrior
thing
got so
with the plane
weird.
going down, like that whole thing. Was,
Ultimate Warrior would do
Weird.
promos, and they didn't even make like Macho Man would do promos, and they were out of the control. Like he did a promo with
Yeah, but it
this
made
guy.
sense.
Yeah,
He's like, I'm gonna wrestle Tito Santana, and I'm gonna tell you right now, the cream always rises to the top.
and he pulled a creamer out, and he put it on the guy interviewing's head, and he's like, and then when I come down there and I win, I just let you know the cream, and he just pulled, and he was just pulling
Ew.
creamers at everywhere.
Yeah, and then like Ultimate Warrior
The
would be
Ultimate
like, the universe has been
The stars and the moon,
Yeah.
and then the Galactus would come down in the ultimate
Okay,
world.
now you guys are speaking a totally
Yeah,
foreign
that's what he
language
did.
to me. I have
We'll show
no
you.
clue
Ultimate
what's
Warrior
going
had his
on.
face painted. He was fucking
Papa
crazy.
Papa
And he
Shango
was
made him throw up.
mustard.
Was it mustard?
Yeah, it was mustard.
But it was like
yellow.
him. It was supposed to be him
cursed.
throwing up. Yeah,
It was a
cursed.
curse. Yeah.
Yeah.
Papa Shango was a dude who painted his head like a voodoo witch doctor, and I seen him when I was a kid, and he was fucking. He was
Terrifying.
He would mess with kids. Like you would get a photo with him, and he'd be like, and the kids would like, ah, they'd freak out.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I
Yeah.
remember.
I met Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
That's cool.
Yeah, I met a lot of. I fucking love
Jake
pro
the
wrestling.
Snake was a big one of mine.
He's
too.
back.
God, yes.
He's back. Well, there's a whole. Jake the Snake was the first wrestler who ever made me cry.
Yeah, well, I feel bad. His story is so sad.
Oh, he was a huge heroine. He's lucky to be alive.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Who's
He
Bret the Hitman Hart?
he was a Canadian dude. He actually rivaled with Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
That
actually
name
saw.
comes to
I
mind.
saw the Owen Hart death
Oh,
live because we got it on pay per view.
well, they didn't show it on pay per view.
Well, whatever that was, I remember.
It was on a pay per view. They didn't show him actually
Because
dying.
this is like an 8-second
But
delay.
He
on
Yes,
died on
correct.
TV.
he died live on
Live
pay per view in
pay-per-view.
front of a live audience,
He
but
was coming down on a
on a ripcord.
Ripcord. That's what it was.
Yeah, and
Because
but
his
it
thing was
wasn't-
he would always drop down from the
Well,
rafters.
he had a character
Oh
named the
my
Blue Blazer,
God.
and they would lower him down in a thing, and as soon as he stepped out, the thing broke, and he literally died in the ring.
hit the turnbuckle.
Hit the
on his head.
turnbuckle, died. And
Oh
then,
my
and
God.
then they literally pretty much picked up his body, put it on a stretcher, carried it out of the arena, and finished the pay per view. And he he was dead. He died in the ring.
Instantly.
Who's that? The movie The Wrestler. Who's that based on?
That's based on. It's loosely based on what wrestlers in general go through. So
Yeah.
you'll have a
Okay.
guy who would literally headline Madison Square Garden, New York City,
Yeah.
and wrestle in front of millions of people and be part of WrestleMania. And then next week be yesterday's news, and he would
Gotcha.
wrestle in a bingo hall for 13
Yeah,
13
that was
people.
a good movie.
Yeah, that movie is literally what most professional
Rourke.
wrestlers go through.
That gave me a lot of anxiety. That movie.
Yeah.
A lot.
A lot of movies give you anxiety.
I feel like crazy anxiety at this age.
Pro wrestling, I know a lot of people talk about how it's like fake and it's all, but it's scripted, right? But,
Yeah,
But
but
what
it's
they
still
go
not-
through
yeah.
and being an athlete and making yourself an identity, and then making yourself to the point where you're wrestling in front of arenas, in front of thousands and thousands of people, and then you're subject to like wrestling for 15 kids in a bingo hall, and all you get is a hot dog and a handshake.
Oh my god.
That movie pretty much depicted with and like what a lot of wrestlers go through, and then upcoming wrestlers like the guy that we talked about, Tony Deppman. He would drive probably anywhere in the country, get paid almost next to nothing, no health benefits, go out there and put these matches on, just for the hope that he gets seen to become bigger.
I mean, just think about it though. Like to be big now in wrestling.
It's not a lot easier, but there's a lot more opportunities. So back in the day, WWE was the only game in town.
Sure.
And now it's to the point where like every company is starting their own come up. So right now it's kind of like the Attitude Era of the 90s where WCW and WWE were rivaling and ECW. So all these companies were like, we need to get the next big thing. So they were snatching up all the independent stars. So now we have Ring of Honor, AEW, WWE, New Japan, NWA, and there's a few other ones, and all they're doing is trying to find the next big thing on the indie circuit. So everyone's getting opportunities to wrestle on major, like Impact Wrestling. They're all getting opportunities to wrestle live in front of people. So like every wrestler right now is working their ass off. But right when this all happened and all these companies were going to start their big TV debuts, COVID hit.
That's
pretty
crazy.
crazy.
Yep. Yeah, so the guy who does the wrestling shows with us, he does wrestling shows and The Truth Behind Illusion. He's been doing professional wrestling now for probably over 10 years. Like he's been doing it a long. His name's Andy Heder. He's been working his ass off, and he's like, his dream is to become that. Like he goes all over the place and works a full-time job and risks going out there and doing this. To hopefully he can still walk the next day to go do his
Yeah, well,
normal.
that's great. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's
It's a small percentage that makes becomes like a Kane or like an Undertaker. So
Yeah.
that makes a career out of it.
Well, yeah, well, those guys help because they're 6'7".
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or like the Big Show is
Yeah.
huge.
yeah,
7'4"?
yeah. He's up there.
7 foot.
The Big Show. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
7 foot tall.
he was like 400 pounds.
He was
right?
like the
Hold
next version of like Andre the Giant.
yes,
It was
like, the
absurdly
mountain?
large.
The mountain.
Bigger.
Yeah.
Bigger.
They
heavier weight wise, but not as strong as him though.
No, probably
They,
not.
they tried to get the mountain to do professional wrestling, and he said no.
Thor is like the most gigantic human being I've ever seen in my life.
Wait, but so
He's-
what did the Mountain do? Because I know he wasn't an actor originally.
He's just a
but he
bodybuilder.
was- Oh, bodybuilder. Okay.
Yeah.
But like,
he just,
like
he just broke the
strongest man.
deadlift world record
Yes.
back in May.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he's a bodybuilder, and he sparred with Conor McGregor
Oh my
Yeah.
God. Do you know I was in Vegas for that fight? The Conor McGregor
and
and
Khabib. When a
no.
riot
No,
broke out.
No.
Mayweather.
McGregor and
Yeah,
Mayweather.
Mayweather.
Really?
Yeah, that was my bachelorette
Yeah,
party.
we actually did our bachelor and bachelorette party the same day, same
were in
weekend.
Toronto.
We were in Toronto, and we were at the sports bar in
The
Toronto.
ESPN bar. It's like one of the
The-
biggest sports bars in
Yeah.
the northern hemisphere.
The screen itself is like over 300 inches or something.
crazy.
There's
in
an
Vegas that
IMAX
weekend.
screen.
Did you
and
get in
there's,
to
like,
watch it?
No.
Oh.
No.
Dude, I watched a video where two kids, they make YouTube videos breaking into sporting events.
Oh, really?
Like they got into the Super Bowl for free.
Wow.
They got into the Mayweather McGregor for free. They got into like the weigh-ins for free. They just find ways to sneak into sporting events.
Wow.
It's genius how they do it. But all right, let's review this beer. Level 3 Broccoli King versus Green City All Stars. I drank some of this. I think this is like a 10%.
It doesn't drink like a 10 though.
Not at all.
No.
I mean, it's so dangerous.
I think it does.
You think it tastes like, you think it's
Really?
boozy?
I don't think it's.
Not at all.
No. I mean,
But
I
that's,
feel it.
that's
But
Oh, I
also,
definitely
But I
feel
also
like-
drank 3 Yingling Porters.
that's a good
but
point.
not feel like, oh, I feel like intoxicated. Like
talking
feel
about
that
that-
tastes like
that
boozy.
taste.
Yeah,
Is it,
no,
like,
no,
tastes
no.
alcoholic?
Okay.
No
No,
pressure.
I don't taste like alcohol, but
That jersey came out right there. Alcohol.
Alcohol.
But as
New
I'm,
York, by the way.
New York.
New York.
As I'm drinking it,
Unique New York.
as
this
I'm
oddly
drinking
shaped
it,
beet.
I feel it feels like, oh, this is going to get me drunk.
Oh yes, you could definitely tell. Like if you're a beer drinker and you're a smart beer drinker, you know this is strong. But it's not.
Goes down easy.
Yeah, it's like if you're not a beer drinker, you drink this, you'd be like, oh, this is really smooth, and you drink it, and then you're naked probably somewhere. I always say that probably take your pants off. You drink like 4 or 5 of these and don't know what you're doing.
Naked here in Allentown.
I'm getting taking our pants off in Allentown. I'm getting arrested for public exposure in Allentown.
It was a fun time today. That was
It's good.
that ride in was enjoyable.
BDE in Allentown.
I would do Brew Daddy any day of the week.
Very cool spot.
All right, cool.
I would love to go back.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I
Yeah.
love Brew Daddies.
Obviously, you guys are both more than welcome to come hang out anytime.
Yeah. You like the food, right? Yeah.
You got a little.
Did you do pizzas? Pizzas.
I
Pizza's
did a
so
burger.
good.
The pizza.
I want to do something other than the pizza. I've always just.
I did a burger. It fell apart on the bun on me, so I had to eat it with a fork, but it was still a really good burger.
Yeah, the burger was huge. You're like, my jaw's gonna
I
break.
had to eat it like I was an anaconda. I dislocate my jaw to eat it. Who wants to score this? You start. You start off.
You want me to start
Score.
off?
Yeah.
This is probably my favorite one right now
I
so
agree.
far. So I'm gonna go 4-4 on this one. Super, like just fresh. It tastes fresh to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not green anymore. I mean,
The thing is like how they say broccoli. You can definitely. It does have like a vegetable feel to it, if that makes sense.
I mean, again, subjective to any way that you want it to believe. But I think the Rowika, is that how you say it?
Yeah, that's one of the New Zealand hops.
That's one of the, that profile has that kind of taste to it.
Yeah, that's very good beer.
But it's good. I mean, this is to SB's point, this is probably the best
SB?
one. The best one.
That's big. Stinky butt. We love you, Stinky. I never.
Well,
met-
we don't know. We haven't had this one yet,
That's
or
true.
the Return to Kong
That's
Island,
true.
so we don't want to jump the gun. But
How many we doing?
Oh, we got like 8.
We got some.
What?
We got some. Well, we have to do the rest of the Kong series. So there's. I'm just taking out 2 at a time. There's this one, then there's Return to Kong Island when he.
Holy fuck! Oh.
I might have to retire early.
Yeah, I have to pee soon.
That's fair.
I give this a 4-4. Yeah, I think it's.
Here's
my
what we're gonna
favorite.
do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go take a pee, right? And you're gonna talk about this next beer and pour them up and get them ready.
All right,
Perfect.
give it.
All right.
Holy hell! I thought we were doing like 4, and then you're like, no, we got 14/8 to go.
We could have this be the last one, but I brought the special.
We'll do what you want, but I'm just saying I gotta take a pee.
Can I
break.
sing now during the break?
Yeah, if you'd like, go ahead.
Well, no, because we'll get flagged.
Oh yeah, you can't sing.
Yeah, because we'll get copyright flagged.
Oh, really?
Did I just knock something
What if
over?
I sing an original?
You can sing original,
But like,
even though we've been singing Allentown for.
Yeah, seriously. What are you guys talking about?
No, we just used the. We,
Um,
come this way.
you no
Shut
no
over the balcony.
no.
These legs are so tight on these chairs.
You know why? Because it took me 45 minutes to tighten every single
Yeah,
one
we
of
had
them.
Mr. Carpenter here.
Fat gas seats. I'm gonna grab this chicken while we're going through.
There you
Oh
go.
shit! I forgot about the chicken.
The chicken's there.
Oh man, I want some chicken. Hold on.
Chicken Little.
So we're gonna take an
Are they?
infomercial for the next 45 seconds. We're gonna talk about beer.
I don't want to eat.
Beer You Are
chicken on
podcast.
camera.
Yeah, so again, we've been kind of doing our thing here. A lot of collabs here with Bangin Beers.
What do we
Um,
call them the first time around?
Bangin Bros.
Bangin Bros.
Because they couldn't say our name, so.
Yeah. What?
What?
Bangin Boobies, Bangin Bros. BDE.
Yeah, BDE all day.
Radio silence from our surprise guest, by the way.
It's unbelievable
Yeah.
how this goes.
You called that. Yep. But yeah, so
Well, we had a really crazy day, so let's kind of recap. We started off at Brew Daddy's today, did a mini beer review, got to meet the
Kevin and Todd.
owner Kevin and brewer Todd Reinhardt. Really awesome time, great spot. They also did the Oktoberfest today, so that was pretty awesome to kind of be a part of that. Obviously, we got to have the Bangin Beer guys there, so we did that. Then we got to talk with D. Neal from Beer Talk Now.
Very cool. That was a great episode.
Got to
Awesome beer.
taste some beer, Bear Bottle.
Underestimated it. I mean, their ratings, which are like the high 3s, low 4s, was definitely off. I think they were way better
I
than
think
that.
I think maybe they're in a harder market to make have those beers.
Of course, Northern
You know,
California. yeah,
so-
compared to the Alvarado and the Russian River and the Moxka and all that. Yeah.
Moksha.
Moonraker, Fuelworks. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, so quite the team there. But and now we're here doing our last little tidbit of the tour of
How
today.
dare you eat in our house?
You didn't even get me any.
What? Go bite it up. Here, take it. It's all yours.
That's what we do. We're all friends.
Shout out to the Beer You Are guys just taking up my show for me while I take a pee.
All good.
All right.
I don't know if we made much sense, but
Our first rodeo.
We don't make sense on our show, so it's all good.
So are we ready for level 4?
Let's go for level 4. How many levels are we going?
There's level 4, and then there's he loses, and then the last one's called Return to Brock Island because he gets defeated by the Statue of Liberty.
America.
So you just
America.
you just
Liberty
spoiled-
Rock.
You just spoiled the whole show.
Not
Well,
yet.
you
How many?
asked
Wait,
about
is there other? Like, are we doing other beers?
Yeah,
Like, is there more of the broccoli we're doing?
2 more.
No. There's this one I'm pouring, and then there's Return to Kong Island. And that's the last of the Kongs.
Okay.
Yeah, but then there's Green City All Stars.
There's Green City All Stars, and there's a collab, but we don't have to have those.
Yes, we do.
That chicken, it's spicy, but it's good.
Okay.
It's so soft.
That's an old one.
Iggy.
Iggy, you got to finish yours,
She's drunk eating.
so I can pour these out.
Bring your food with you. You want to eat on camera?
Or you could.
No, she doesn't want to do that. That's why she ran away.
This episode's off the rails, but I like it.
I mean, we just shared a piece of chicken together
On camera.
Like we made out.
Yeah, not even, like we're not in a pandemic. We just shared chicken.
Sick fucks. The alcohol will kill it.
Yeah. God, stop coughing. Now I'm getting a cough. Who knows if we've been sharing the same cups the whole time, too?
We've actually been making out in the back earlier.
Why is there so much more in this one? Oh, there we go.
I might need more water. Dude, I took the
We'll
longest.
take a water break.
I took the longest pee of my life just now. Like I felt like it wouldn't stop. I was like, is this ever gonna end?
Well, that's what
So
happens.
this is level 4.
How have you felt about today overall?
I had a blast.
Awesome.
Yeah. I told you, man, I look forward to more collaborations with you guys and hanging out and doing stuff in the future. Like, I don't know. It's hard to find cool people, and when you do, you have to hold on to them. And I'm glad we all met.
We've really just kind
And
of.
we're back.
Oh, thanks for interrupting. But we love, like, obviously meeting people and hanging out with everybody.
Listen, I'm not taking shots at other
people.
collaborations, right? But it's one thing to hang out on IG Live, and it's another thing to like hang out in someone's living room.
Of course. You can't compare the two. No way. Compare the two.
Jersey boy.
Jersey boy.
That being said, if
Wait,
anyone
did
else,
that last beer give you agita, Rick?
No, the only one that did was on the fly.
all right,
I like
so
that one.
This is what is
This is level
this is
4.
what is level 4.
Level up.
Which is also
Level up.
10%.
Level up, level up,
Holy
level up.
fuck up.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
I think I should.
Do you want to do the review on this one, host?
Yeah, level 4, Broccoli Kong versus Celebrity Broccoli.
Oh, boy.
With control of New York City at stake, Broccoli Boy fights Liberty Broccoli in level 4. Can he maintain control of New York City, or will the Liberty Brock crush him and send him packing? A tantalizing mix of Citra, Mosaic, Armadillo, even though I know that's not the word.
Emerald.
I just like saying armadillo.
Simcoe, Citra, Mosaic, and Incognito, and Citra, Mosaic. Jesus Christ, there's too many hops. Who will win? Find out right now.
All right, there it is. I don't do that very often, so I'm just having fun with it.
That was crazy because it didn't even like I wasn't watching and I was like, "Who's that fifth guy that's here?"
4.31 overall check-ins, 1,696 check-ins. So this beer was not heavily distributed. It was made, and it was kind of like if you don't get
In a
it,
box set.
you're
Yeah.
never getting it. So
Correct.
I'm happy I'm experiencing it, and I get to go back and kind of like nana poo-poo everyone else on the show and say like I had the broccoli series from other half.
Yeah,
a
you
lot
just
of hops in this, though. This is
It's like
fucking ridiculous.
88 fucking hops. It's like Simcoe mixed with armadillos, and it's all over the
It's like
place.
the Wu-Tang Clan of beers. Like, fucking like, there's 9 of you fuckers.
Fucking all these hops ain't nothing to fuck with.
Yeah.
Well, cheers, everyone.
I had 3 friends check this in.
This is going to hit my tongue a little bit different after that hot chicken. So
And you had some blue cheese.
I like this better than
Our-
level 3.
Blue,
Oh, this is much
blue
better.
cheese or ranch.
You know what? I'm going to drop his name.
blue cheese.
Oh, he's saying it.
I'm going to drop his name.
Everyone, get ready to drink.
I'm going to do this with my eyes closed. Scott Brown, you're fucking wrong. Level 4 is better. Woo!
Scott
You are
Brown.
wrong. You are wrong. You stay in Staten Island. You don't come here.
So what does Scott Brown do? That you said he's doing his thing and we're doing ours.
Yeah, so let's plug them in because they do have a very cool
You're
concept.
wrong, Scott.
Scott, Anthony, and Sean run the
Draft room NYC.
Draft Room NYC page. So they don't do just beer; they do some other stuff like
spirits,
food. And,
spirits.
no, for like food, artwork.
Yeah, they want to expand and be like a
hot
jack
sauce.
of all trades
Hot
and not
sauce.
just be beers.
And they're out of New York.
Yeah, Staten
Staten
Island.
Island.
So what-
Staten Island,
Staten
Hoboken.
Island.
When's the triple collab happening?
Oh, this is what I've said now. I want to do like the Knights of the Round Table kind of
Oh,
thing.
boy.
We're gonna need
Will
more mics.
we all stick our small penises out to make the one big
Laser-
one?
when the
the
BDE
laser-
shows up.
That's the god that we have to worship.
We just get a shrine of him.
That's it.
Wow, that's very soft. Not the penis, the beer. Sorry. I sipped
Screaming
it.
to the mic.
Excellent segue.
Timing on that.
Yeah,
This tastes like soft pillows on my tongue.
it does. It's very soft pillows on your tongue.
4 is better, Scott.
Sweet,
Yeah.
soft pillows.
I do have to say that this
So-
I like this one better.
I like this better. than 3.
Now, how we said before, the last one was a 10% and it didn't taste boozy. Now comparing it to this one,
Oh,
the
yeah.
other one is a booze bomb.
Booze bomb.
Yeah. This is a ninja. This is a slice in the night.
Which ironically, this is 10 too.
Yeah.
This is sweet.
It's sweet. There is a sweetness to it.
I think it's definitely
This-
smoother.
This to me is comparable to my favorite, All the Feels.
I actually can agree with that.
yeah.
So it's a
I
smooth,
s-
citrusy,
like that.
hoppy grapefruit tart. Now I just had.
Grapefruit.
Yeah, I don't get
taste
any. I
grapefruit.
don't get any grapefruit, but then
Same.
I still have the heat from the
The
chicken.
chicken, me too.
Yeah.
The chicken's
of a-
throwing me off.
Is it something about chicken after you have beer? It's like it makes it on another level of existence.
It's so good.
Like when you eat chicken after you've had a couple beers, it's like, what is this heavenly creature that we murdered for this? And thank you for your sacrifice.
yeah.
Chicken taste. We had this.
You
guest-
never want to hear my conspiracy on chicken.
Oh.
What's your conspiracy?
But we do. Wait, no, it's actually fascinating.
It's-
and when you say it out loud and you think about it, it's like, holy shit.
It's been a thing. It's
Is
been a
this
thing
real?
that we learned from Z100, but I've been like I dive into it a little bit deeper because
Oh,
it,
here we go.
It really scares me.
Here we go.
Well, the fact, it's the Super Bowl chicken wing fact, right? That's what started it
Yeah,
all?
so I think the statistics on the amount of consumption of chicken wings that
Just on Super Bowl
on s-
Sunday.
are like up to the billions, right? Wings.
Just on Super Bowl Sunday.
So do you know how many fucking chickens that
You
actually
eat-
is?
What, 12 wings? Like one person eats 12 wings?
Sometimes.
Okay, maybe
Sometimes.
more.
That's
So that's 6 chickens.
Not really though, because have you ever had so we have a bar in town that when you order a chicken wing, they literally give you the entire chicken wing, and you can see where they pull the stuff off the chicken wing to make the individual.
I'm talking
chicken
like
wings.
flats and
flats and legs.
Yeah.
and legs.
Which,
Not
which,
leg- they're not really legs.
Well,
they're
the drum is still
flats and
technically
drums.
part of the shoulder blade,
Okay.
technically, right?
Yeah.
So even if you had a billion of those, do you know how many fucking chickens would be walking around you would be mobbed walking down the street, like trying to get down the street, and
So
you're
you're
like,
saying we're eating genetic
yeah,
fake
So-
meat.
So,
like you rip off an arm of a chicken and it fucking grows right
So
back.
we're eating a billion.
That's what I think.
We're eating a billion chicken wings on Super Bowl Sunday. So in a year, how many chicken wings are we eating? And how many chickens have to exist in order to produce that amount of chicken wings? So we think that there's a master alien chicken that's just
maybe
popping arms and
maybe not even
like,
that, but maybe
popping
there's
wings.
like underground factories of this like chicken community.
We're not even talking about chicken nuggets at this point.
No, that's different.
That's
no,
a
no,
whole
no,
nother
Can
no.
I
volume.
interject here for a second? Because a friend of ours just drove cross country. This country is massive. So if you don't think that there's enough chicken farms in this country that could supply all the chicken that we're eating,
I never said that.
Oh,
I'm not.
that was not
disag-
the argument.
I'm
No.
not. No, that's not the argument
No.
at all.
Oh.
There's more than enough space, but something's going on with the amount of chickens that are actually being consumed that we're not seeing.
we're saying that there's just
There's something.
How are we
there's-
growing chicken? So a baby chicken comes out, we probably pump it full of
how many
steroids.
eggs do they have? Yeah.
We're probably pumping it full of steroids
Even
so
if,
they get.
okay, even if one chicken has 12 eggs, you're not eating those eggs of chicken wings. Do you know what I mean? Like they're not fully matured. Like,
Have you ever seen like a thing of chickens where it's like a million chickens in like a thing and
Oh,
they
yeah.
like,
but it's not a
They
million.
just lay
That's not a chicken,
unfertile
what I
eggs
just
all the
did.
time. They're laying eggs. They're
That's
just
a turkey.
laying.
yeah, but most of them are just
But the point.
eggs.
Yeah, if the rooster doesn't knock them up, then there's nothing in them. That's what's in our
The,
fridge.
the,
But when there's
the
birds
point,
in them,
the
that's
point is, if one day you knock out a billion chicken wings, a billion,
more.
where the fuck are the chickens?
there's a lot. There's more birds on
why
this
aren't
planet
they attacking
than
us in
humans.
the streets? Is what we're saying. Like there needs to
'Cause
be
we keep
more
slaughtering
visible
them.
chickens.
Like,
So could you
kinda
imagine?
understand?
All right.
So
So
we
could
think
you?
there's just one genetically.
There's like a super chicken that lives
Super
underground,
chicken.
and you just like pick it, and like another wing. Do you know what I mean?
Preposterous.
So what if like the apocalypse does happen and like humans just one day just give up and they
It's
just
chickens.
they just pick up and run away, right? Like whatever they were doing, they're just like, we're not gonna do this, and we pick up and leave. Could you imagine how many cows, pigs, and chickens are just gonna be like, we're free, and
Yeah.
just
The fucking
Yeah,
anarchy.
but then
The
who's feeding them?
anarchy.
They all die.
because
No,
like,
we eat grass.
because like chickens and cows and pigs are like what every American eats all day long.
Yeah,
So
all day.
So like, there's just to get enough meat to like supply McDonald's is enough. You know what I mean? So just like if one day humans were like, "Fuck it, we can't do this," and they run away, and every cow that's not killed to make a cheeseburger, and every chicken that's not killed to make like a wing, it's just gonna be like days.
There's gonna
like,
be even more of them. They're just
It's
gonna
gonna be
breed.
like DayZ. We're just like chickens are just fucking attacking humans.
Like, I'd like to see a satellite imagery of, like, there's no more people on the United States, right? And it pans out, and all of a sudden, all these chickens just, like, start flooding out. And it's, like, instead of green, it's all white.
How many humans? Google this real quick, Heidi. How many humans are living in the United States right now?
About 300 million.
300 million?
Yeah.
There's more chickens.
I think there has to be more chickens than there are
All right, I'm
humans.
gonna Google how many chickens are in the United States.
No, let's
Huh?
see the world.
How many chickens?
What if we're eating pigeons?
Well, that could be another thing. I mean, there's
Okay.
always
God.
been the
This
the
is
the-
insane.
Yeah.
The number of chickens worldwide, first of all, has more than doubled since 1990. Okay. In
Wait.
2018,
We're onto
there
something.
were some 23.7 billion chickens in the world.
That makes sense.
Bro,
right? There's
23.7
there's
billion.
6
but-
billion people.
One-
But
Mi-
Americans alone consume 1 billion chicken wings on Super
one
Bowl
day
Sunday.
on one day.
wings, but there's 2 arms on a chicken.
Oh, you're missing this, Rick. You're not getting it.
Oh my God.
There's
Where's-
something
where's-
going on.
Where's Pepe
Chicken
Silva?
wings.
But as they're dying, it's on the rise. I
This
saw
need-
that
listen,
line graph.
this-
There's more.
This needs to be on the art of illusion.
Consumed
The
during
chicken
the
Truth
conspiracy.
illusion.
Why can I say one
1.4
line right?
billion chicken wings are consumed during Super Bowl Sunday.
So here's the thing.
There's
So there's how many
6 billion
chickens?
people to 23. That's a big difference.
So how many chickens are alive right now?
23.7.
So like every human just decides, just fuck, the world's ending. We're not gonna fucking slaughter these chickens, dude. And they just give them a month, and
the point?
they triple, dude. Our
Right, man.
whole
dead.
world would be taken
We're
over by
dead.
chickens.
Chickens.
Like,
It's over.
Fucking chickens everywhere.
The day that happens, I'm blowing my brains out.
Would you be more terrified of like slow walking zombies
Chickens.
or
Chickens.
Or
fucking
very
or-
fast chickens.
or very fast zombie chickens?
very fast zombie chickens.
It's over.
So that,
Oh,
that's
he's
the
bringing
line
math into this.
Yeah.
Don't ruin it for us.
that means every person on Earth can only eat 3 chickens. If they just it was
That's-
over.
That's what you're
Rick,
proving our point.
You're proving my point. I go
That's
to
what we're saying.
ShopRite and I eat an entire rotisserie
That's if,
chicken.
but that's if
myself.
every living human on Earth wanted to have a chicken right now.
I could eat a whole chicken right now.
You could
I
have
could eat
you
three.
ever gonna have 3.
I could eat. Are you fucking kidding me? I can eat 3 fucking stupid little pieces of shit chickens.
Again, you're taking the breeding out of it and everything like that. The number just has been exponentially rising. But in this moment right now, every human being, even
There's-
a born baby, can have 3 chickens.
There's more chickens in this planet than there are tigers.
Oh,
Your mind is blown.
we have species that are extinct. We have 3 billion chickens.
we have 3
Think
times.
about insects. Why are they so?
It's true. I'm so terrified. We're destroying.
And you know the most amount of tigers are in Texas.
We are just Carol Baskin.
just killed me. Just killed me. There's so many chickens.
You know what we should have in the background? We should watch that movie, The Birds, the Hitchcock movie, because that's what's gonna happen. They're gonna fucking win, and the way that movie ends, the
just
people just
drooled.
leave.
I just drooled right.
Because the birds win.
They always win.
There's so many fucking chickens.
How many pigeons? Wait a minute,
Steve is
pigeons could
actually
be like
terrified of
chickens.
birds.
How many pigeons could
Eat
eat?
birds. I fucking
my God,
Wait, maybe that makes sense.
Maybe we're
eating pigeons. That would make sense. That would throw the whole algorithm off.
Oh.
We're eating fucking McDonald's is pigeons.
There's so many fucking chickens.
How many? Wait, how many pigeons are in Manhattan? Hold on.
Here's another statistic.
Google it.
How many people alive? Like, you know how we say like more people have died more than ever been alive? Do you think we've killed more chickens than humans have
Nope.
existed?
Mass genocide.
Like,
Telling you.
like we're
Okay. You want to have your
like
mind
here's the
blown?
thing.
Oh,
Pete,
here we
Pete is
go.
Pete is
So,
talking
yeah.
about like chickens. Dude, if we stopped killing animals, they would.
There's 400 million pigeons in the world. So there you go. That's your McDonald's.
4 million in New York City alone.
4 million pigeons.
Oh yeah, New York City.
How would all of you feel if right now the doorbell rang and I opened it and there was a
was a
chicken,
pigeon.
just one chicken
Imagine like
Family Guy.
like 30 million chickens were outside.
with knives?
But with fucking knives duct taped to their fucking claws.
Have any?
All right,
no
wait,
one
I
has
need to
seen
know
the end
more.
of the
How
movie
many-
The Birds?
I don't remember.
Chicken wings.
They have to leave. Like they
Come
open the door
from
and there's like millions
one
of birds.
chicken.
Like because they killed everybody and they're like they had a truce and they're like, all right, you could leave, but they're all
Okay.
just waiting, just sitting on
2
their,
drumettes
yeah.
and 2 flats. So you get 4 wings from 1 chicken.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So let's do the math now.
Okay.
27 billion chickens.
Google it. You're over
Hold
there
on.
with the phone.
The number is
Divided by
exponentially rising.
4.
At this moment, it's 20,
So,
23 billion.
In the world, we have 6.75 billion chicken wings. Okay?
We go through
6.75
1.4
billion
day.
chicken wings. But in one day, we eat 1.4 billion of those wings.
How many chickens come out of one
on Super
female
Bowl
egg?
Sunday.
It doesn't matter.
Dude,
I'm just saying-
chickens are like fucking bunnies,
But the
bro.
vegans are messing this number up.
I gotta tell
For
you right
all
now.
of us.
I think they're like the Magua. You just add water.
They
like
really-
multiply.
They just pop up.
Are they
watching
Dude,
that-
Snow
I
White?
don't know.
Why is PETA? Why are they so upset? Like, if we have to kill them, like there's too many.
But we're controlling it, though.
They're
we're
like the
allowing
spotted
it.
lanternfly.
Yeah,
They're
every
an
time you see a
invasive
chicken, you should
species.
kick it in the face.
Oh,
There's too many.
no.
Have you ever seen? They're like vicious. There was a YouTube video that Rogan talked about. They're like they are the evolution of dinosaurs, where a mouse comes into a chicken coop and they like rip up. Like they are vicious fucking birds.
Yeah,
That's a fuck 'em.
Evil birds. So I will kick them. I'll
Yeah.
kick them for you.
I will kick them.
You will not kick chickens on my watch.
Oh, once I send you this video of how they dismantle a
Did
mouse.
you ever see the video? Did you ever see the video where they take all the chicks and it's like a bunch of chicks and like cheep 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 cheep
No.
cheep, and they're all there, and
No.
all of a sudden they
No.
just fucking
No.
they just
Going-
get
yeah.
grinded up.
No.
Yeah. It's an anti-McDonald's video.
Yeah, they just fucking.
You,
But
you've seen that.
There's so many.
And they
chicks.
put some pink paste on it, and it's your
There's
it's
6 billion of
it's
them.
just 6. Yeah.
They don't. 6 billion of them.
She's gonna have
What
to
do
retire.
they do with them?
They
You
throw
eat
them in
it.
there.
We have to eat them
Fucking
because if
grind
we
it.
don't, they'll take over the world.
99 cents menu.
I had chicks when I was a kid. I raised them.
I had a dead stuffed chick one time.
Or is it them?
No, wait.
Dark
We,
Tony.
we bought. We
Why
bought.
did the chicks get? What do they make? They chicken nuggets?
I guess so.
Yeah, you get like bones and like feathers and nuggets
I'm
sometimes.
gonna be a vegan now.
You can't. There's too many chickens in the world.
No, we have to help.
gotta
We have to
deplete-
help.
We
the
gotta
world.
deplete it.
Wait, what's Dr. Ian Malcolm in Jurassic Park? What does he say? He's
Chaos theory.
He's like, dinosaurs become extinct. Men inherit the earth. Women inherit the earth. Wait, we should be like chickens inherit the earth.
Dinosaur eats man, women
yeah,
inherit
yeah,
the
yeah.
earth.
Dinosaur eats man.
Chickens inherit the earth.
Women survive.
Remember that time we were drinking beers? All right, so
Honestly, what the fuck?
I like it.
We've hit every level tonight.
Level 4 Broccoli King versus
say this one.
Liberty Brock. So this will tie back into New York because there's fucking 4 billion pigeons. So, like I said, I already said this is very
Better than 3. Different.
This is my
It's
favorite.
different than 3.
4.45.
I think I will say this is better than 3 only because it's a much softer, easier drinker.
Yes.
I will give this. Are you ready? This is a 10%.
Yeah.
Yes.
No questions asked. 4 or 5.
Beautiful. That to me is a very strong number from you.
I'm gonna go 4.48.
Woo! You guys
4.45.
paying for the premium over here. Wow. 4 or 5 all day long.
I already said mine. You didn't pay attention.
No, I was thinking
Chickens.
about chicken. Sorry.
I said 4.45.
I'm going to
Chicken
I'm going to
theory.
go out of my way to eat more chicken in my life. I'm
You
gonna
have
try
to.
I have to.
There it is.
We're just fucking overrun. There's more of there's more of them than we need.
I feel like there could be more.
I heard a theory. Here's a
just
crazy
picture
theory. We're getting like Joe Rogan here now. I heard a theory that sometimes they'll release animals into an ecosystem. Like so every now you never hear when people like
They did it with the wolves in Yellowstone.
yeah, like wolves are like bobcats or mountain lions. Like
Okay.
so say like put the like wilderness of Pennsylvania.
Reintroduced.
You ever
They'll just be like, we're gonna tag and GPS track a bobcat
See
or
what
a mountain
happens.
lion, just so they go in there and reduce the population of deer.
Oh, like in Los Angeles, there's mountain lions in the Hollywood Hills.
Yep, that's
Yeah.
true.
Wow.
What?
Yeah, they'll just put them
Poor
out there
deer.
because there's too many deer. Because deer, like,
Yeah, they
more
kill humans,
more
though.
people are killed by deer than because like
Yeah,
traffic
yeah,
accidents and
traffic
Yeah,
stuff.
I was gonna say like deer, like just stay off the road.
Oh, because they're smart enough to know that. It's the problem.
Why
They're
are you in the road?
Because they're not intelligent.
Finish that.
Oh my god.
But yeah,
Another?
there's a famous photo of a 150-pound mountain lion, and the Hollywood sign's the background. He's right by the
And it's huge. If I remember. Yeah, huge.
Yeah, right by the observatory in the Hollywood Hills. It's where people jog and run every day. Oh, there's a 150.
I'm still trying to nurse this one.
I get it.
Here, you just pour it in that one. I'll catch up. What do you guys have coming up on Beer You Are that you're excited about?
We got a lot of cool stuff. So we have mentioned now that we're going to be doing Equilibrium. So
On
that's gonna-
Tuesday.
on Tuesday.
That's a big get.
So
Good for you
big.
guys.
We're really pumped about that. That's a big time deal for us.
I'm a little anxious because he's an MIT graduate. So
I mean, he's
way more
su-
intelligent than the two
He's
of
gonna
us.
he's gonna basically school the shit out of us.
It's a good thing we're not doing that episode because they'd be like, you guys
Have
I
no
can't-
format.
I can't say the word because he would call us it
Oh,
the R word, and I don't mean red. He'd be like, you guys are that.
that.
No,
Yeah, you guys are those people. Like he would
that's not
because
a good word.
compared to an MIT graduate, there's no like I'm not smart.
But you know what I have heard
we
from
listened
him.
to his
He's
what's the guy?
just-
He had what's his name? That was the interview with him?
Marcel Gomez, and if you haven't heard Fire and Beer, go take a look because
He
he's
did an
doing.
interview with him. Yeah.
Dude,
He has to be a genius because his beers are unbelievable.
yeah, I mean he was a chemist.
Well, yeah, he's a water scientist. Yeah, MIT graduate. I mean, that's the best,
It's the,
science school on the East Coast. Besides
Here's a
Caltech.
question:
Yeah.
do you think if like
Oh, here we go.
like you're an MIT grad, right? You can like probably change the world.
And you're gonna make beer.
and you're like, I'm gonna make the greatest
Well,
beer of all.
I know you're going to release this, but yeah, that's what we're going to. The question is, what else would you be doing if you were not a brewer? What would
Curing
you be doing? You could be.
cancer.
That's what I said. Like you'd be curing. I mean,
But not for
Like,
nothing.
I appreciate it that he's making fantastic beer, but
He's
like
not the only fucking genius out there, right? At the end of the day, so like other people take those roles on because that's what they're more passionate about. Maybe his passion wasn't towards that. Maybe he did it because he had to do it.
I
You know what
agree.
mean?
and have you heard
You
like
can't- you
listen
can't
to that
judge anybody
podcast? He
for that.
seems like he would be a great guest on it. He's very like
Humble.
laid back,
Humble.
chill dude. Yeah, I listened to that.
I would love to. I'd love to ask him what he thinks about the overabundance of chickens on our planet.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
talk to him about it.
off the air.
I'm doing it.
We'll ask him that.
I'm doing it,
That's
and I'm
what
gonna
they did from his
I'm gonna secretly record it on my phone. And he's
Listen.
gonna, you know what he's
Maybe
gonna,
he knows
he's gonna,
the
he's-
real deal.
the first thing he's gonna say, he's gonna go, Steve, you're a fucking idiot.
Be like, because you know what? We're all chickens. It's
I
like,
wanna
it's They
know-
live.
Yo, what if he goes,
We're all chickens.
Steve, we are the chickens.
Wait, so
You put
he's
on the
a
glasses
really
and everybody's
intelligent
chickens.
scientist. I want to know his thoughts on like conspiracy theories.
or like aliens.
Like, no, I want to know like if he thinks that there's some.
9/11's in Jub Job.
He'll tell us to go home.
Oh, she can't don't get her
Do
started.
you know
on
that I
9/11.
once broke up with someone, like stopped dating someone because they said that 9/11 was a conspiracy? Like, and I was like, goodbye. Oh.
The only thing is, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's tough.
Everything's a conspiracy theory.
I don't trust our
these
government.
days.
I don't trust our
Here's the
government.
one thing
I don't
doesn't
trust
make
our
any
government
sense.
either, but I don't trust anything.
Them going down, just from a fire that
How does
hot,
that
from
not
an
make
engineer's point of
sense?
view, that just doesn't
But the top.
make any sense.
what was the top gonna do when the middle disappeared? Stay up?
Fall
No,
off.
but it was just a fire. The fire should go out. Like this wasn't like fucking like
when
rocket fuel.
when
though.
Jenga falls,
wasn't
does it fall straight down or does
explosion.
it fall sideways?
That's always been the argument. It's
Yeah, straight down
topple
like
or
is a
reverse.
precision implosion. Like they
Correct.
have like
Come on,
scientists and like
man.
demolition
Well, that's what I want
experts.
to. I want to
do
know,
that.
as a
Oh.
very intelligent scientist, what his thoughts are
9/11.
But
on.
he
Not-
may not be.
Natalie,
he
not
may not
that
be a
I'm-
demolition
yeah,
expert. He's a
not-
chemist.
Not that I'm
Yeah.
putting Pete down in any way because I don't even know the guy, but I'm pretty fucking sure
Oh,
that's
nothing to
not
say about
a
that.
topic of conversation.
He could
in
tell
any
you
way.
about maybe atoms or like he could tell you all the physics and the molecular about what's in this glass.
I know,
That's
no,
what
I
he
understand that. I'm just saying, like, from one intelligent person, like,
This got so
I want to
heated.
know.
This got so heated.
This is my favorite episode of Bangin Beers ever.
But anyway, so let's we're digressing so bad, but
No, this is fine.
so after that we
This will
have
be a long episode.
xbeer_nj. You can find him on
There's like an
Instagram.
Xbox gamer tag.
It's actually
Is this the next
experimental beer call. He's opening up a Pico brewery in Clifton,
to
New Jersey.
Okay.
Which is 5 minutes
So,
from me.
so he's a home brewer, and he does the craziest, coolest shit I've ever seen. He did a smoked sour beer, and apparently it was like the big.
What?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like it's such a weird thing, but it's these relic kind of
What
beers.
drugs is he doing? He has to ask him what he tries because to make a smoked sour, you got to be like,
You know what?
That's a very weird combination.
Just for argument's sake, let's pull this up because I want to see.
he's
Smoky,
definitely
sour,
420 friendly.
Gone.
And we could talk about who else we're having on that's a little off the cuff.
Yes, we will. And one,
Yeah.
Go ahead, plug that in now because
No, you can do yours first. I gotta-
okay. So experimental beer company. This smoky sour gone. It's a Lichtenheiner beer. It's a 3.8%. Had only 15 check-ins, but it was at a 4.4. So like people have obviously responded in a way for such a
It's-
a weird beer. You know
It's
what
no
I mean?
blue toad, but we'll.
Historic beer
do you
style
talk of
of
such
beer smoked sour
witchcraft?
in an ale originated in Germany, was brewed toward the end of the 19th century. Version was brewed with Pilsner, Vienna, and cherry wood smoked malt. Complex smoke on the aroma and initial sip with a tart stone fruit finish. Beer is smoky, sour, gone. It's brilliant.
I would definitely try it.
So that's just the other one.
So
But
what do we at with this beer here? The one
Alright.
I'll just pull it up real quick.
so this is return
Oh, this is level 5.
I
return
don't
to
even know
Broccoli
if I
Island.
can taste the difference between any of these anymore.
It's okay. That's how it goes.
This is like IPA.
All right, so return
Central.
to Broccoli Island, right? Defeated by Liberty
no.
Brock, Broccoli Kong returns to the Broccoli Island to nurse his ego and plan for future conquest. Mosaic Incognito, Motica, Galaxy, and
Motika's
Nelson Salmon go into powerful IPA. Creamy, smooth, juicy, tropical, and hoppy.
All right, it's only 8.2. So we're back to
8.2.
reality.
All right, so yeah, only 8.2.
Yeah, I know, honestly.
After drinking all what we've done today.
Did I take a picture of this? I don't remember.
What how is your tasting thing going? Have you taken your test, or are you still working on that?
Like I try to learn as much as I can. It's very, very difficult when we have like full dedication to marketing and branding who we are.
Mm-hmm.
So we've obviously rolled out now our live store, so go check it out. But now
Check it out.
with October
Buy a
rolling
t-shirt.
through, we have a new series of posts that we're going to be doing where Rick and I are going to be talking about each state, each zone of the state. So like say like your north, your
Most underrated, most overrated.
food locations, and kind of give people an idea of where to go if they need a place to go. So they say, hey, we're in fucking like Wyoming. Where can we go? We're here. Oh, you know what? Beer You Are posted this. So they'll go here. They'll find out the spots that we've
Taking
rated,
the show on the road.
and we're gonna
Yes, virtually,
we're gonna highlight
figuratively.
where the people that we follow and the people that follow us, we're gonna have them give us some like kind of pointers of where to go, and they're gonna be featured on there. So
Cool.
not only do
That's what I'm trying to do with our group, is try to grow that to the point where people can say, like, I've tried this beer. Like I tell people in our Facebook group to make it their own. Like, go live, make a video, say you're doing your own beer reviews. Like, you can do your own little show on our live page.
right.
So I'm trying to grow that up so people can try it like that way. And that would be good information for you guys to pull from.
No, and I think that's the idea, and it's about, again, everybody coming together, because that's what the whole beer community has been,
Yeah.
and just kind of sharing that all as a full unit. And you go on a beer tour, okay, this is where I'm gonna go find this information. So that's our biggest rollout coming up in.
October. Well, it is.
It's October now, but we are hoping for mid-October. If we have to push it till November, then we'll do that. But something kind of cool to look forward to.
I heard
for
you
everybody.
guys are gonna do Movember.
Oh, that's another thing. We did discuss this. We are gonna.
Mustache November.
Yep, we're gonna grow out the stashes.
I can't, bro. I am the anti-Hitler. Like,
You that gap.
all I grow is this.
It's all well. You know what?
You could
Fu
color
Manchu.
it in. Like how girls do their eyebrows.
Yeah.
You could just,
So a Fu Manchu.
nothing comes in
A
there.
Fu Manchu does not grow in the middle, but it grows down the sides. So you could do that.
I like my beard though.
Fair enough.
Here's a problem.
I miss my beard.
Being a fat dude, when I shave my beard off, all my neck show.
Turkey neck.
All
That's what I have.
I'm like, hey, everyone. Like I take a picture. I'm like, I need to grow my beard back
You
out.
should have seen. They should have seen the beast that I shaved off today.
yeah, I was over it.
You don't like beards?
I love beards, but his was getting too long. Where like
I also had like 2-day Taco
the
Bell in
hair
it.
was like coming down over
Why
the
don't you just
lip.
trim the
I
mustache?
tried to
You
get him
just
to
do
do it. He
the
doesn't
lip
like know
line.
how to
Just
do it.
trim the lip line and keep that fucking
Do you-
masculine beard going.
How often do you shave?
Mane.
How often I shave?
Yeah.
Never.
Okay, my point. You know how expensive fucking razors are? They're
Just
expensive.
buy a buzzer.
I know.
Oh yeah,
That's
well.
why I've
You
been
buy a
letting
little
it grow
clip,
longer.
you buy a little clipper and you just go burr, burr, and you hit up your lip line and call it a day.
Well, I did that, and then I said, you know what, fuck it. I just shaved the whole thing off today.
Are you letting your hair grow longer?
Well, I got the haircut, so.
Oh,
Jesus.
man.
Punch yourself in the face. You go for that like alt-right look.
I mean, I.
I'm joking. I did that shave sides, and my nerdy friends called the Pidgeotto. Remember the Pokemon
Yeah.
Pidgeotto?
Yeah.
It's called an undercut, right?
Yeah, an undercut.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not even really, though, technically.
I was getting it, and then I seen like the videos of like
David Beckham.
like yeah, like the people are like, oh, I'm not doing that hair no more. I don't want to get labeled. like this because I used to comb it back. Like you.
I do it.
Yeah, I used to.
You don't
'cause
comb it back.
Well, I
mine
used to.
Well, mine was
I
so
used to.
long that I
Against-
couldn't do it from the side anymore. So I had to comb it straight back, and I was like, I look like I praise Hitler.
Yeah, no.
No, I'm not. I'm not tort. What's the name?
Proud Boy.
Proud Boys. That's
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
You're
No.
standing down now, so you're good.
Oh, it's
God.
at McGinnis. There was Proud Boys,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
They said the leader of the Proud Boys is a black dude, though. Is that true?
Oh, no, McGinnis is.
Is he?
Yeah, I thought so.
I don't know. I don't follow any of that. I stay
neither
as
do I.
far away as.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah, I just like what's going on in wrestling. I
It's
can tell
easier.
I can tell you everything about the PS5 and Xbox One Series X, but I can't tell you shit about what's happening in our world in presidential elections.
Well, we always stress on the fact that like you have to do your research.
Yeah,
So
Gavin McGinnis is the founder
well, there you go.
who ran Vice.
Vice
Yeah.
magazine.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Yeah, bro.
So the people who run Vice are Proud Boys?
No. He formal.
yeah.
Has no affiliation with Vice
No.
anymore. He left Vice and he's the founder of Proud
We should
Boys.
do a disclaimer. We under no circumstances
No, this is-
affiliate
listen.
or
Yeah. We're
with
just
Proud
No, we
Boys,
don't
da-da-da.
like-
We're stating facts. Yes.
I have a brown wife. I don't like racists.
Oh my god.
Well, sorry, yellow. She's Asian.
She's just losing her shit over there.
She
One
knows.
night in Bangkok and the world's your oyster.
Yeah.
Living here in Thailand.
Living here in
Vietnam.
Vietnam. That's my wife over there. All right. No, listen. Yeah, don't be racist. It's not good.
I have a question for you.
Sure.
You've done 90 something. How many episodes have you done?
Let me check. total? Like,
well, we were 79, and I think you've done like 6 or 7 after
you
that.
have 79 episodes recorded?
No, we were the 79th
We were 79
episode.
for you.
Oh, I was just like, holy fuck, guys, you're killing it. Recording every second of the day. Bangin' Beers, this will be 86.
Okay.
Whoa, weird.
Have there ever been an episode where you were so intoxicated you wish you didn't post it, or you knew
No,
that?
I don't have to be intoxicated to say stupid shit.
Good point.
Early in the episode, like our very first couple episodes, we would do like 15 beers. It was bad.
That's an insane amount of beers.
Yeah. No, I mean, have I ever said anything? No, because I don't know.
Do you remember? A particular episode where you felt maybe you went a little too overboard?
Overboard is normally what I say sober though. Like I don't know. Now
Like-
I don't know.
Like
Are
the
we working on it
hookers
right
and the
now?
No, not
strippers.
at all.
Oh,
I don't believe
about
that.
this one more.
No,
can
I'm
then.
not even.
Another?
I'm gonna be
I'll
honest.
talk about this one too.
I'm gonna
FML.
full disclosure.
How
I'm
about
not.
I read one?
I'm not drunk.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like
You
I'm
do
not to the point where I don't know what I'm doing. Like
pull
I'm
it
in
up.
full control right now.
Yeah, it's not like we've had like
Just
8
read the
Yeah.
description?
Yeah.
V8 stouts.
Yeah. I mean, these pours look bigger because of the style of the glass, but I'm not into like.
Oh, these are probably what, like 4 or 5 ounce.
Yeah, I'm definitely
maybe,
not
if that.
intoxicated to the point where I don't know what I'm doing.
Not until after. the
I've never
episode.
been on camera blackout where the next day I looked at the camera and said I don't remember doing
remember
any of that. That's never happened.
So that's good.
Yeah, I can't say that for everybody on our show, but I can say for me.
That's what I was kind of alluding to. I was
Yeah,
trying to get
I can
some
I
of that
can
juice.
I can say for me, I've never looked back at an episode and not remembered what I said.
I don't see this on here.
Yeah.
But let's-
It's level up.
Let's ask this question now because this is kind of important for us. How do you see us kind of growing more? Like, obviously, you guys have a lot more under your belt at this point.
We have a lot more under our belt,
That's
but
it.
I feel like you guys, when it comes to the beer game, I feel you guys are way more structured. You're way more focused on what you're doing in the beer world.
It's a lot of OCD on our part. Like, we're big time. Like,
For example, and this is not saying like anything you could do, I could do better.
No,
But
no, I
I'm
get
gonna
it.
say like as a beer show, if people who are listening to our show because they want to be entertained or just see what my idiot mouth says, welcome. You know what I mean? But if you really want to learn about beers from people who know what they're talking about and really want to put the work in to grow as a beer podcast, I would steer them to you guys because I also focus on 5 other shows.
Right.
So where I'm putting effort into watching wrestling and working on entertainment news when it comes to pop culture and working on that and then working on interviews and sit and talk with interviews everyday people, Banging Beers for me is more or less like, oh, cool, I get to hang out with my buddies and have a couple beers and see what we think about it. Where you guys are like, no, we want to really dive into this culture. So I think your approach and your focus on what you're trying to do is way different than ours. And I'm not saying that you guys don't have fun when you do it because you do.
yep.
But you're more lasered focused and you're more dialed into your one niche where a show like ours and a network like ours, it's more broadband.
No, I mean, it's.
And I think what
thank
you're
you.
doing is very good. Very good.
much
you.
appreciated.
Thank you.
Like I said, the first year I had equipment that it wasn't the greatest. I think in time when you get the equipment where you can go and record and do stuff like that, like it's only gonna get better. Like I honestly have super high hopes for what you guys are doing. I think you're gonna be a hit, especially in the beer world, especially because you're covering New York, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania. I think that little tri-state thing you got going on is huge.
And you're both very good looking.
Yeah, you're both studs. Everyone on our show is just monsters except Andrew Hare.
Well, Rick and I have been married for 20 plus years.
Like Andrew's our sex appeal in the show, and then there's just the rest of us slubs. You know,
Is Andrew your dad?
Andrew is the guy who was here with the show today. He's the guy
I
who
like
looks.
your dad.
The guy who, yeah, my dad looks like Dana White.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can go with that.
Andrew.
Oh, I
Andrew.
snorted. Did you get that?
Yeah,
Yeah, we
Andrew
did. Oh,
looks
we
like
got it.
Andrew looks like Brandon Urie from Panic at the Disco.
Yes, he
He's
does.
a handsome guy.
I don't know who that looks like.
You know,
I mean, I know Panic at the Disco. I just don't know.
I'll show you Andrew. He's a stud. He's a good looking dude. And here's the thing, though, him and his wife. No offense to us, but we're not on the same level of attractiveness as as Andrew and his wife. They're just a really good looking couple.
Okay.
They're unbelievable. I'll pull up Andrew here quick. I think my internet's not great in your house.
Brandon Urie, that's pretty spot on.
I would have hooked up with you guys.
I didn't get your Wi-Fi.
It's not.
Here.
I forgot Natalie redecorated the entire house so you can't see the.
Oh, he's cute.
Yeah, he's a good-looking guy. And then the rest of us.
Oh,
are
what,
just-
Natalie?
Yeah. He brings the sex appeal, and then my dad, Ben, Bob, we're just here. We're your dad bod crew.
I gotta tell you though, like, I think after the first episode that we did with you guys, we just said these guys are like right up our alley. Like, this is just a good. Like, it was such a good time.
Yeah, we're not trying to be competition for anybody or say like. I think what we provide is. Honestly, if I maybe like, and I don't want to do it, but if I were to like cancel a few shows and really dial in on one topic, I think my work ethic would be amazing and we would really excel in that one thing. But I do really enjoy working with everyone who I work with. So, and I don't expect everyone to bring the same work ethic as I do because it's still to them, they want to sit down and hang out with their friend and on the same token, build a podcast around it. So when I find those one or two people who come to the show and they take it as seriously as I do, like I'm the only one who runs the social media, but like outside of the page is like how many members really go out and say like, hey, you should go check out the show I'm on. I don't know what that is. You know what I mean? So anytime I see growth, it's when I like book a guest or I invite 1,000 people to the page, or I go on to a Facebook group and say, hey, we do a beer podcast, you should check us out. Or I go on like another external app to say, hey, go check out the network. So like that's the only time I really see growth. And that's not a knock to anyone I work with. It's
a grind.
It's a grind, but not only am I grinding, I'm grinding 6 shows at one
I
time.
know, it's nuts.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's nuts.
It's a lot. It is a lot. But it's more or less like if it happens, it happens. And if it don't, I can't change. Like I would never take back the experiences I've had. Like not many people can say they've recorded at Brew Daddy. Not many people say they recorded at a brew fest. Not many people say they recorded in a haunted prison. You know what I mean? Like those will never go away. So even if this tanks tomorrow and I have to stop doing what I'm doing to go, you know what I mean? I would be very happy of what I've accomplished in the 2 years or coming up on 2 years of what I've done.
Dark
that's all that
Tony
matters then.
just upgraded to Light Tony.
I'll come back.
Come
We
back.
did not open that yet.
No, that's your job.
We're still on where we at? Broccoli Island or whatever.
Yeah. What did you think so far? What are your thoughts overall?
I'm gonna be honest. All right, so we did an episode an episode with New Trail, and we were trying to debate if their beers can stand out from one another. And this is not a knock because I think these are all really, really good beers.
Can't tell the difference anymore.
But if you gave me a blind taste test, I don't see these standing like they're almost the same beer all the way through. There's really no difference.
4 sticks out a little bit, but it's
Yeah,
like
4
3 and
I
5.
think
Four really does stick
I think
out.
these two almost are the exact same,
I
and
agree.
this is more boozy and has its own taste.
I 100% agree. I don't see a significant taste difference between any of them.
Yeah. So
Like I could have been drinking the same beer all night.
so if
wouldn't
I
know.
bought this pack, I'm just being honest, because I do love Other Half, and they'll probably never have me there. So it's not you know what I mean. But if I were to spend the money and stand in the line like these people did to buy all these beers and get the cardboard system and all the gimmicky stuff, which I think is fantastic, and I cracked these open and tried them, and I didn't taste the difference between the 4, I would be like, I'd feel cheated. I'd feel like you changed the label and kind of maybe changed 1 or 2 adjuncts and made a beer.
Do you feel that maybe that
Now we
the
are
course of the day may have changed that though? for you?
possibly,
No,
but I mean, taste is taste.
I was at Home Goods.
Yeah, but you also crushed 3 Yingling Porters before this
yeah,
episode.
But there's not. I mean, like
So I'll be curious to try this because it's not a part of the
yeah,
broccoli cup.
like I am not a professional beer taster either. So when
No,
it comes to
neither.
pulling
No,
out different
no.
adjuncts and stuff, I'm not at that level yet. But as a casual, blue collar, everyday person who is trying a beer, if I were to drop the money that I dropped into these and I tasted them, I'd be like, I can't. There's not enough justification for me to pull out some of these beers from another. I understand you're going for a series, so you're only changing 1 or 2 things.
Sure.
And I get that, but if like this is where I think the craft beer world is good, but also is bad. Because if you're just an everyday person who maybe your friend talked you into dropping whatever this price point was to get this pack, and you're kind of like, I like crap, but I'm not sure, and then you dropped big bucks to get this and sat in line and did everything you had to do, and then you try these, you're like, well, what's the difference between broccoli versus Statue of Liberty and Broccoli Island? and you're like, oh, it has 2 different hops, and you're like, I don't taste the difference.
Right.
Yeah.
Now,
Because your average person.
now
doesn't.
let me say this though. Conversely, more than likely, and I'm speaking for more of myself.
Yeah.
I'm not drinking all these in a night. So like
Normally, no.
by the time you get to the next level or the next one,
It tastes different.
it's different already. So
Really?
like the next week,
So do you think if
I'm
you-
never gonna say like, oh my god, like level 4 was exactly like level 3 fucking 4 weeks ago. Do you know what I mean?
if all right, so
you
if
might say
so, so if you had level 3, right?
yeah.
So say if you're like, right? And she comes in and she pours you level 4, right? And you're like, oh, and you're like, which one is that? And she brings you the can. And then the next day you're like, hey, pour me a beer. And she pours this one, and you didn't see the can. I would almost guarantee you think you're drinking the one you had the day before.
Wait, what happened to the other one?
You switched them out.
Switch on.
While you were all talking, I was reading the friend reviews and everything between the last 2 beers we had, and this was better. I didn't want to end on a bad note.
Yeah, no, I don't think this is bad. So here's the deal: these 3 beers are exactly what I look for in an IPA. Like these are every note they're hitting as a flavor profile is everything I would do to drink these beers. They're 10%, they're 8%, they're good, they're super creamy. Like everything about these are good beers. So the fact that they're getting 4, 6 2s and everything is well justified. I would
That was just the very green.
Yeah, no, like I would once again like this. I would give this a 4.25 again. Like this beer here, just a kind of spoiler. I would give it a 4.25, but the reason I'm giving it a 4.25 is because I enjoyed the other 3 and I don't see a huge difference in them. And I don't think it's a knock, but once again, I'm not a smart beer drinker. So this is where sitting with someone who is, or sitting with a brewery, they can tell me what's different, but I can definitely see how this is part of a series.
Yeah, no, I think that's what they're kind of hitting on there too. So like maybe you are supposed to taste more of those same flavors.
Yeah.
And really at the end of the day, it's kind of your own take on it. So if
like I don't hate it, but I'm just saying if I sat in line to buy these and then drank them, I'd be like, because that was a big argument with New Trail in our area. Everyone's like, how many hazy IPAs can New Trail make, and just change the label? Because a lot of people thought they were the same.
Same beer.
And we cracked open 4 different hazy IPAs from New Trail and had Andy sit down, who hates beers in general. He hated the taste of every one, but he hated the taste differently for everyone. He said they all tasted like a different beer. So it wasn't like they were slapping a different label on a different
Right.
can. You know what I mean?
He just didn't like them.
He just hates beer. Yeah. Like, I don't know. So that's kind of where I stand. I enjoyed the series. I think they were all fantastic. I'm glad I had them because of the hype that's around them. But I would also say I think these 2 are like kissing cousins when it comes to taste and profile.
Kissing cousins.
This one's a little different because it's more the dankiness, and these 2 are more the cloudy, soft mouthfeels.
and do I want to say maybe sweet on this one? More
Yeah,
so
that
than
one
this?
had more of the citrus. That one had more of the fruit flavors and the fruit notes. And these 2 were like just hazy, soft, cloudy IPAs.
Sorry, Scott Brown.
Oh my god, we have to drink again.
What did he say was
Stinky
the best one?
buck.
He said 3 was
3
the
was
best.
the best. I still think 4
This
is...
one.
Yeah.
I
I like
listen,
4 is the best.
I liked 3 a lot only because of the can. So like I think the wrestling thing is good, but when it comes down to taste, if I were to drink a beer all day, I would go with these 2 because
question.
they're not as citrusy
No
and they're
question.
more of a New England style cloudy, hazy IPA.
Well, and that's kind of why I don't know. We don't do reviews yet, but I kind of went lower versus this.
I gave them all 4.25. I think they're all great beers.
So I went 4.3 here
4.3.
because again, I think to your point, it is very similar, and maybe it is because we've had a little bit more today.
Yeah, our palates can be ruined too.
It's totally ruined, and plus fucking buffalo chicken. Let's go, come on.
I can't wait to eat more.
I know.
We need to exterminate chickens.
You have another bag that we could heat up, right?
No, but I got some other stuff we can
Okay.
do. I got some burgers and stuff.
Okay. So the last beer of the night.
Go
Okay.
ahead, Miss Natalie.
I'm so excited.
We
Natalie.
have the Green City All Stars
Ooh, beautiful.
2020 from Other Half Brewing Company.
You turn on your like
IPA
Alexa voice.
11%.
So hot.
Right? I could be a phone sex operator. This year's version of Green City All Stars boasts an enormous amount of Citra, Galaxy, and Idaho 7, plus a hit of Sultana hops for a little bit of fruity dankness. It will crush your tongue like a figure 4 leg lock or a flying elbow from the top turnbuckle.
Let me see that can.
I am so fucking turned on.
Also,
This can is-
Stinky Butt says super
It's like
dank
a
and holding up
Misfits
well.
album or something.
Stinky.
It's wearing a luchador mask.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
sick. It's a cool. You know what? As simple as it is,
Keep all the cans.
you keep them.
There's 1,451 check-ins, and it is rated an average of 4.31 on Untapped.
You should
I'm so lucky that I go to bed with this chick.
You should have her record all of your you should have her record all of the beer readings
Should I snort after though?
and then put them in your episodes. Like, so what is the reading of this episode? And then she comes in with that like Cortana voice. Like,
Why do we
Halo.
because
why do we
nobody
have
has a-
20,000 followers all of a sudden?
Yeah.
Dude, every good beer podcast needs a female involved.
Done.
That's why we're not growing because we have no sex appeal. So Green City All Stars, the check-in is like a pink label, so that threw me off. You see that?
Is
like
it?
when you check it in, it's pink.
No.
Oh, yeah,
No.
the 2020.
2020.
There's a 2020 version.
Gotta
Is there?
go
20.
Level up, son. Level up.
This is Green City All Stars 2020.
I have not peed all day.
Dude, I peed. It felt like
I'm
It
in
felt
Toronto.
Tremendous.
it felt like forever. Is this where we're ending too? This beer,
This is it.
Yes.
This is it.
boys. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
This whole lineup has been amazing.
This
All
is what
right,
we're
here
here
it is.
for.
Green City. This is holy fucko. You're in. You're in hot here. 11% ABV. Some of the reviews here says, "Who's Scott Brown?"
Stinky.
Oh my god!
He follows me.
You said it.
We're on Tap Friends.
You got a drink.
You said the name.
That's SB.
That's Stinky Butt.
Boy,
He won't listen this far, and this has been a 3-hour podcast. He's not
dude,
listening.
look at he has little puppers.
Oh, he's so cute.
Yeah.
Charlie.
That's cute, baby.
All right, I gotta hang out with Scott. He follows us. I think that's 100% because of you guys.
No, he found you alone.
Did he?
Going in the dark alley.
The chickens led him there.
Yeah, the chickens. 1,451 check-ins, 4.31 overall.
This is one hell of a way to end the night.
11% ABV. Luchador mask.
Can we cheers on this one?
Let's
I know you
cheers.
don't do this normally on the
Oh, wait. No. We gotta do it the Italian way. Chindan.
chindan.
So, all right, here's a question. You're Italian. If this was a shot, how would you take it?
You sip it.
No, if it's a shot.
You sip it. Of Sambuca,
No, just a shot in general.
it depends
When you
on what
take
it's a
when you
shot
you're
of.
holding your shot glass.
Okay.
All right, and we cheers.
Okay.
What's your so we cheers. What's your next move? There you go. Thank you. You touch the table with it, and then you fucking take it home.
However, depending on what
Sweet,
you're
okay.
drinking, like if it's black Sambuca, you don't take it like a shot. You sip it.
I don't like Sambuca.
You're nuts. Get out.
It's an acquired taste.
It's like black
I
licorice,
agree. It
right?
was acquired taste.
It's an
Yeah,
acquired
that's
taste.
what-
It's
You
like
gotta really get used to
turpentine.
it. You gotta drink it with a little, on Christmas
Burn
Eve.
your nose hairs out.
After
Oh, yeah.
the crab legs with a little ricotta cookie action.
Do you have a Christmas Eve at your house?
Yeah,
Italian.
my
Seven
favorite.
fishes.
Are you allowed to have red at the table, like red sauce, anything? My Italian grandmother was like to the point to like my
You just
dad.
can't eat meat until midnight.
No meat and no red sauce, like no red at the table.
No, you can do you can do the sauce, like the cocktail shrimp, the sauce.
Now
that.
with your Italian family too,
It's really good.
if they serve you a meal, do you put salt and pepper or any additives on before you taste it?
You have to taste it first, and
Taste
then you
it?
put the
Yeah.
additives on if you need it.
Because like if you just go for
That's
it,
what every time I cook a meal and he puts shit on before, like the garlic powder, the parmesan, the pepper. I'm
I-
like, you didn't taste it first.
Yeah.
You need to taste it before you know if you need it.
I go with red sauce. I didn't know what it fucking tastes like.
No,
It's tomatoes.
no.
It's good.
I make a mean pasta fazool.
I don't eat. I don't put anything on my food. The way it's presented to me is how I eat it
Okay. Wonderful.
with everything.
That's like an Italian woman's dream.
Yeah. I eat Vietnamese Italian food all the time.
There you go.
It's great. Vietnamese joke again. Not even a joke. That's legit.
The
Yeah,
wonton
no,
raviolis.
You gotta,
Yeah, the wonton ravioli. What's the one Asian thing you make? It's not even Vietnamese. You just make the beef and broccoli.
I love beef and broccoli.
And she put
That used to
dude,
be my go-to meal.
dude.
Is that not the most ridiculous statement? What is the Asian thing you make? Beef and broccoli.
Yeah, it's all
That's
she-
just a normal meal.
yeah, she makes all the time, and she just covers it in soy sauce. It's just like a salt. It's like a cardiac arrest dream.
Salt.
All right,
Salt.
so I tasted it.
You know it's 11%.
Oh,
Here's the thing.
definitely. It's sweet. As
Once again,
F.
Did you guys smell it?
Yeah,
Smell it.
I'm gonna do it again, but
Smells boozy.
Can I tell you what I get from it?
go.
Play-Doh in a good way.
a little bit.
I'll say
love
BT.
Play-Doh.
What do you think about beers that smell like cat piss?
Ew.
It's a thing. It's actually a thing.
No, I hate it.
Usually they're fantastic beers.
Blue,
So
blue toad.
I can definitely see these two are very similar. This has more. This has a lot of the citrus again. So like the Green City Wrestling versus the Green City All Stars, I can see where they had they derived from it. But being 11%, this does not drink like it at all.
No.
No.
It hides its ABV very well. I like it.
It's got a little bit of sweetness to me.
Let me get one more.
Oh,
here
he's making an appearance.
He's a little baby. He's coming on the podcast.
The cat has a goatee. He's a really cool cat. His name is Luigi. Actually, he has half a goatee. He only grows a quarter on the one side.
It's called a soul patch.
Yeah. And he has a little bit on his nose, too. He's a cool cat.
Hold on.
He hasn't bitten me
Oh, boy.
yet, so he's cool with me.
He's a very nice guy.
He did hiss at Rick. I feel bad about that.
He's the only cat I've ever seen in my entire life who gives a paw. Like, give me your paw, give me the other one, like a dog.
Go
Yep.
ahead, Natalie.
We trained him.
Who trained him? Go ahead, Natalie. Who trained him? Stop
SB
diverting, Natalie.
SB trained them.
Here, can you just put it on the chair in front of you? That
I
works.
can't believe he no-showed.
Who?
You shall not be named.
No, not stinky butts.
No, not Sneaky Butts.
HD.
BDE.
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 No, HD. Or HG.
But I didn't
or
respond
HD.
to him. He texted me at
Call
like
him right
9
now.
o'clock, and then at 9:55, I didn't look
Call
at my
him.
phone and responded.
Call him. Call him right now.
15-hour podcast.
Call him at 11 o'clock at night and be like, "You're a disappointment to the family," and just hang up.
Hey guys, just finished eating. You guys are mid-recording, right? That's 9:18. I didn't respond to 9:55, so that's the problem. So we just got BDE all of that.
We wanted you here today, and you missed out, pal.
You could have been here. You know, they'll never invite me back because I'm offensive, and you ruined it. You suck. I like my Brew Daddy hat, though. At least something came out of this, you know? I got
It's a dope hat, though.
We're gonna play the game with this, right?
Yeah, we have to. We have to.
Absolutely. All right.
Well, can we do final review on this then?
Yeah, I'll give this a 4.25 as well.
Where are you at, babe?
This is my favorite.
Really?
Is it really?
Yes. I love the Play-Doh taste.
You're nuts. What? So
Have you ever eaten Play-Doh?
No, but I like
It
you
tastes
can
salty.
Sniff it.
it's salty.
Yeah.
For sure.
I don't know. Should I have said that on air?
You like to sniff Play-Doh?
Can't take it back.
It's not illegal.
I mean, I used to. Anyway.
Well, there goes half your following on Instagram.
They don't.
How can people follow you on Instagram?
Oh,
Put it out there.
God. At Iggy, IGGGIE.
She's amazing. She helped. She had, honestly, I swear to God, I'm not even gonna exaggerate.
She's an Instagram fiend. Like,
she
figured
kind
out.
of taught us how to reach out to our following and like be engaging. So if you do need any tips, go follow her.
gonna hit
She's
you up.
amazing for real.
Thank you, husband.
Help me out.
But no, I actually really, really, really like the taste of this beer. It kind of, what did I say? 4.5? I'm going to change it. I'm going to go 4.6.
Whoa.
Oh, that
Whoa.
premium
Whoa.
shit.
That's BDE right there.
Whoa. I'm nervous.
Like in the towel in the hotel room.
I love this taste.
Look at the cat. Look at him. Look at him hanging out with us.
Hey, Wiggy.
Oh, wait, we got to do this.
Just leave it where it is because it looked like he was talking into it. And just slide it back where it was. Perfect, right there. The visual of it looks like he's talking to it. Dude, if he sits to the rest of the podcast.
Hey, Luigi. Oh, it's not on. Luigi, do you want to eat?
Yo, the cat is obsessed with food.
Do you want to eat?
Got him.
Dude, he'll eat. Will he just eat all day?
Did you get that?
Will he just eat all day?
Yes.
Heidi, that is your soul animal. That is your spirit animal. Luigi's your spirit animal.
How awesome was that with the chip?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh, you made
Heidi,
me eat
where
a
we
chip.
where are we stopping on the way home for food?
You can eat here. You don't have to.
Taco Bell.
No, she
Oh, that was the problem after we left your episode. Nothing was open.
You have to go down to Wawa probably.
yeah, she wall water sheets. All right, so who didn't score? I gave it
Rick-
4.25.
Rick's up.
4-1.
4-1.
Really?
It was good, but didn't blow me away.
I'm probably at a 4-3 again.
Interesting.
I mean, like these two are very very good. I
Mm-hmm.
love them. I do. There's something about this that just stood out amongst the pack that I just can't.
The leader of the pack. Now he's gone.
This
Remember
is
that
my
song?
favorite by far.
You're
Like, I feel like this.
you're my favorite by far.
Oh, how cute are you?
This blew all the other side of the water.
Speaking of blowing,
Later on.
Oh,
Hey.
hey, I'm not here.
and now I'm in the doghouse.
It's gonna be awkward for you to sleep on the couch. Like, I'm gonna pretend I'm not hearing this.
It's fine. I told my Vegas stripper story. You're not in the doghouse.
Thank God. I just got a wave of anxiety.
I
all of a
almost said
sudden.
like the highlights of her story, but then realized that we're on camera and I didn't do it.
Good man.
Thank you.
Good man.
It's
Maybe
fine.
It's a great story.
All right.
The game.
All right.
Let's dive into it.
We'll start with you.
Okay.
Explain it to her. 'cause
All right.
she's-
So
she
the
doesn't
way
know
we do
yet.
this is when you vote, you
Okay.
cannot vote for the same beer twice.
Can't pick yourself.
So you can't. So once you pick one beer for the category, it cannot be picked again.
Gotcha.
All right. Beer of the night.
Green City All Stars.
Luchador mask. Boom.
Play-Doh City.
So it doesn't matter because
Yeah.
so I would also go with this, but I would actually go with the lower ABV version if I was gonna make this one. But I'll agree with you guys. It is the other half. broccoli.
Hands down.
Yeah.
Level 4.
Well, you're all wrong.
Jesus. Okay.
Number 2, I will agree with her and say Green City All Stars
What's number 2?
for second beer of the night.
So
Oh.
now you can't pick that one. So you have
So
to.
you can't pick your Green City All Stars again for beer of the night.
Next favorite.
Just so you know, Rick and I dominate this now because we're already on the same page.
But I'm all confused now because
So what's your second favorite? To be your second favorite.
4.
So 4 is this
Level
one.
4.
Level 4?
You didn't.
Yeah.
You
that
didn't
one.
vote for that one. So go. Rick.
That's level 5. Level 4 is already.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay, that one.
well you
You
can't.
can't pick it. It's done.
It's already it already won beer of the night.
Okay.
No pressure.
A lot of pressure.
Oh, that's a very green. He just moves it all the way up.
Because I did it for
Do
Steve.
you agree with him too?
Yeah.
All right, very green's number 2.
Yeah.
Again, all wrong.
We already won this now.
Would you have
You
agreed
start.
with that?
I like it. Well, here's the thing.
What was your gonna be your
My what?
true
Number
not based
2.
off of
Yeah. What was your next up?
not based off of how the voting went.
What the 2? Yeah, 2 would be Green City.
It would have been no matter what.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest though. Like this was very good. This would be my number 3, but like I said, a lot of the other half this broccoli series is all within the same wheelhouse.
Yes.
Right, and then the green and the Griswold Family Vacation can
On the fly.
on the fly.
McFly.
It looks like they're going to Wally World. Those so here's this was a great lineup, and these are very sought after beers,
Yeah, it's
which is
hard.
great. But the thing is with me in this episode is very green and on the fly are very similar
Yep.
styles, and then this broccoli series is all in the same wheelhouse too. So
hard.
it's very hard to pick like standouts. So for number 3, I cannot vote for Green City All Stars. I would go for the Green City All Stars wrestling match one.
Why can't you vote for Green City All Stars?
Can't double up.
That was my second overall pick.
Can't vote twice.
See, that's not fair for Green City All Stars because we both thought it should be
Agreed.
high up.
It's
So
the way,
now
it's
it
the
goes.
way it's the way the world works.
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, you can't vote for your same can twice.
It's kind of a game. So
Can't pick yourself.
It's a great
That's
great
the
can
rule
though.
of DJs in Belmar. You can't pick yourself.
Okay, well, you still have to pick, though, so.
I don't want to play this game anymore.
Quit it. Oh, baby. Wow.
All right, fine.
She's with me. She's team wrestling gang can.
I'm not gonna go for that. This is my next favorite.
How do you know?
So we win third place. We together won. All right, let me take a quick picture of this real fast.
This is so unfair.
So
For
beer
Green City All Stars.
beer of the night was other half level 4 Broccoli Kong versus Liberty Brock.
Yes.
Beer number 2 of the night was Very Green by
Yep.
Treehouse. Number 3 was other half level 3 Broccoli King versus Green City All Stars. Like she said, we made a very strong case for Green City All Stars. We might get another mail here. Green City All Stars as
That's who he's kicking out of the ring. I didn't even realize that is this guy.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. So can art of the night.
Oh, that's easy.
For me, I'm not going against the. Now, only because there's a full ring involved, I'm voting for it. But I would easily go. So, all right, I'm changing it. I'm changing it on the fly. I'm going Grease to the All Stars as the winner.
Move it up again. That's me
Luchador.
too.
Because here's how I vote for
For
can
can
art.
art?
Here's how I vote for can art. Out of all these cans, what would I wear on a T-shirt, or what would I want a sticker of?
I love that concept.
And
too.
that is a great can art
not a
because
t-shirt.
there's a wrestling ring and everything's going on. But if it came down to a T-shirt, I would want the Skull Luchador mask all day long.
Can I say I think you're missing out on the all print T-shirt though, because that would be a sick
It would
all print.
It would,
t-shirt.
but I would love, like, I'm gonna take this can and the wrestling one with me.
If I was going based off of that, I would say that.
Yeah.
But to me, as
I'm
far
gonna-
as detail goes,
I'm gonna hope this peels off the
Almost
can.
reminds me of like the Misfits.
It
like,
does.
An image.
this is my go-to.
This is also my go-to.
So,
I
tied.
like the art, like the true art, rather than the cartoon schmathas.
So we're tied for can art of the night. I'll go with it. I'll accept it. Griswold Family Vacation on the fly.
Oh, but I haven't gone yet.
I thought you
Oh,
said
I
you
thought
went
you
this
said
one.
Oh, he did. Oh,
Yeah. Versus Green City All Stars as can art of the night. I have to take multiple shots at this because there's different layers to your can here.
Green City All Stars. It's great.
It's cool. I love it. And if I was going based purely off of a T-shirt wear, no fucking question. But
you
when
have
you
like a-
talk about the detail on this can,
Very cool.
this is ridiculous.
Just as a pure wrestling fan, this can is unbelievable.
yes.
So where can people find you, the Beer You Are podcast?
So we're literally basically formatted for Instagram. So you can find us at Beer You Are Podcast. You can also find us on Facebook. We do have a Facebook page as far as just at Beer You Are Podcast again.
Can you save your videos off Instagram Live?
So what we have been doing is we have the ability to, when we do an IG Live or some type of post,
goes
we
to
can
IGTV and it goes to Facebook.
correct. So we have a cross-platform. So
Okay.
it actually uploads directly.
Share your IG lives to our beer group.
Done.
Yeah,
Done.
I think a lot of people would enjoy them.
And if you guys can check it out, we just went live. Oh, excuse me, live on our Teespring.
Yes.
So it's teespring.com/stores/BYA-podcast.
Did you get that?
So one thing I will give you guys a lot of props for. All right. So as someone who obviously has dropped a lot of money in the podcast game, right? There's a lot of people who say like, "Hey, I go live on a platform and I am a podcast." And I know technically maybe that's the case, but for someone who like actually puts out their content on podcast platforms, like so a lot of people it's one thing to be a podcaster and it's another thing to be a live streamer. But I think the fact that you guys cross both platforms, I think is very important. I think you guys give a great content on IG Live, but then you also do a very good podcast where you're reviewing beers. And I think that's very important because I think there's a lot of people, and that's just in general, where people are like, hey, I'm interviewing this band and I'm the such and such podcast. And I'm like, if I search you on a podcast app, I can't find you.
Correct.
So at what point are you a podcast or are you a live streamer? You know what I mean? So I do like how you dive into both fields. I respect it a lot.
Well,
Thank
look,
you.
truthfully, I
I
gotta
mean,
tell
that's
you,
COVID.
I really
Yeah.
gotta tell you, COVID had a big factor on that. But
'Cause we would have never done it.
even more so, believe it or not, the people that we intertwine with. So like Rick and I have a lot of our friends on our generation that are on Instagram.
Yeah.
However, people that are part of our family or like family friends, older generations are not on Instagram.
They're on
They're on
Facebook.
Facebook.
Yep.
So you have to be able to market yourself in two different locations.
Absolutely.
Instagram and Facebook are the same company.
Yep.
So if you can cross-platform together, why wouldn't you do it? So
I agree.
that's kind of the way we looked at it.
Yeah, I love the. I'm trying. I try to build a little bit more of an Instagram following where I just like get a beer and do a quick like 30-second
Yeah,
review.
listen, I got to tell you, you've been doing much.
Trying.
We've been seeing it a lot more, and it's taking a lot more like of a hit for
Yeah.
you, I think, and it's easier for us to help promote you
When
because
you do
again,
that.
we are fully like autonomous on
And Instagram, IG.
Like I can do posts. I have stuff that I can. There's apps now that we can pre-post. Like I can
Really?
do posts at 9
Yeah.
o'clock and it will automatically upload at noon for me.
And that's huge because it's a lot of work to
Yeah.
post all day.
Just so
every
you know,
day.
I have a
Like,
and if you take one day off, then you ruin your whole algorithm.
I mean,
Brutal.
for myself, for my like fashion thing, I went on like a 3-week hiatus. I was like, I am just so tired right now. Like
Yeah.
I can't even do it.
I mean, just so
lot.
you know, like we both have full-time jobs.
I try to share as much as I possibly can every time you tag us.
It's
in the
amazing.
Story.
It's
Yeah.
it's a truly big help, and we totally appreciate it. We love that. I mean, it is honestly, I have now dedicated, and I've tallied this up because I actually sit there and I'm like, holy shit, I can't believe I'm still doing this. I probably do about 6.5 hours to 7 hours a day on Instagram. Plus, I'm working 8 to 10 hours a day, regular manual labor.
Yeah.
So like, thank God for Rick.
We have the two of us.
We're able to do this.
Yeah.
When I tell him like, hey, listen, I'm gonna be really busy today. Can you like try to hop on? He's a listen. I got a couple phone calls, but I'm gonna knock out 50 accounts. I'm gonna start talking to people, engage, and it's just really at the end
a
of
lot
the
of
day, it is engagement, and you have to
Yep.
be willing to put that work in.
Absolutely.
So it's a good team effort right now, and we're hoping to just kind of keep.
Yeah,
it
I'm
going.
trying to go on other accounts and talk and make comments and stuff.
That's the
It
way
just-
to do it.
It's tough. It's hard. It's tough to run 6 of them.
You got to make yourself known
Yeah.
to like a different audience.
Absolutely. Yeah. I the days of where your work on your show and let your actions speak for yourself aren't cutting it anymore
No.
for us because we hit our plateau. Like we worked our way up to like Instagram and like Instagram, we're kind of hit a weird plateau because when we first started, we were on just one account. Like all 6 shows were on one account, and then we made a separate account for each show.
Oh wow, that's a lot.
Because it was tough because like we would go out and say like we would meet a brewery and we'd take a picture with them or they'd take a picture with us and they'd be like, hey, at Bangin Beers Podcast, and there was no account for Bangin Beers Podcast because we were using the IWEP network.
Yep.
And I was like, oh, that was a missed opportunity where a brewery actually tagged us and showed us love. So I was like, I should probably make an account. So I just made one, and when I made one for one, I had to make one for all of them.
And
Which
like,
account like shows the most?
Right
Promise.
now, Interviews Everyday People has the most account because that's what so we have that up over 1,000.
Okay.
this is kind of like actually, I would, in my opinion, since I've seen a few episodes,
Yeah.
this is the closest thing to a collaboration of every possible podcast that you run right now.
Talking about
we've
movies,
hit
wrestling.
everything.
Yeah.
Like, we
Conspiracy
really,
theories,
Conspiracy
aliens,
theories.
wrestling.
And that's the thing I want to start doing with Bangin Beers. Like I want to drive more conversation. I just don't want to be like a wham bam thank you man beer review because I like a lot of people do that, and I think what stands us apart is our conversations.
Of course.
And I want that to be the overall underlying thing of every show.
if there's one personal IMO that I can give you out of all this,
Yeah.
I think the shows are awesome. It's
Yeah.
so much fun to watch and be a part, especially be a part of. Like when we're here sitting across this mic, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like I'm somebody. Like I'm talking to you. I have the headset on. I'm in front of a mic. It's like, it's cool. It's like so surreal
Yeah.
to me. You know what? It's like another level. And I think you've mentioned it before. You've said people kind of like open up to you in a different way.
Yeah, I have a weird gift where people open up to me, and I try to use it to my advantage, but not take advantage of the person either.
No, and it's
Yeah.
amazing and it's fun. If I had anything to say, it's about that engagement level. We've always talked, Rick and I have always said, more on the IG level, there's a certain point. It's not about fishing for followers. It's not about getting all the likes you can. It's about having that content created through those followers. So commenting, engaging, making certain type of posts, having a poll, like asking questions to the audience, let them engage with you.
Yep.
That's the most important thing. But also kind of like, we're in how long have we done this now?
Oh fuck, 2 hours 40 minutes.
So you could probably make, like, I would personally say you could make this into 2 or 3 segments
Yeah.
and
we
let
do
those
ha-
people come back and say,
we do
what
have
happened next?
We do have something coming up in the works. I'll tell you about it off camera.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah, sure. I just do I run a fashion blog. Iggy, IGGGIE. What's everybody wearing to the breweries? What's everybody wearing to the wineries?
First things first
to
on
the
the list.
restaurants.
I'm dressing like a fucking 8-year-old.
Just so everyone knows,
outfit dudes.
she is taken by me. So
Yeah, no sugar daddy accounts, please.
thank you.
No BDE here.
Yeah, no big deal.
Listen, my wife is taken by me, but if you want to pay my wife as a sugar daddy, $5,000 a week
Oh,
or whatever it is,
Well, if you really want that, I can give you some numbers.
give her the numbers.
Listen,
Also, she'll show.
I'm like, where can I sell feet pics for $500?
I was just
a
about to say
week?
feet are allowed.
would
And
you
that's
sell?
what
Would
they
you
say.
sell pictures of your feet for $5,000? The answer is
Yeah,
yes.
yeah,
That's my
yeah,
wife. Send her all the numbers. She will be anyone's sugar baby daddy. So her thing we want to do is we want to make an OnlyFans for her.
Oh, no,
But
no.
wait, hold me out. Hear me out.
Toes.
All she wants to do is eat food in front of people.
Ooh.
Brilliant.
Ooh.
She'll sit there and not even.
There's definitely a market for that.
She won't even be in anything sexy. Just be. I mean, if she wants to. Yeah,
Yeah.
Asian girls eating food is huge.
Really?
Just one day you look in your bank account, there's like $50,000, and you're like,
Yeah,
what the
that's
fuck?
Dude, here's a fucked up thing about this. So I've been doing podcasting now, coming up on 2 years. I do 6 shows. There has been countless of people who've came on our show and then went and spawned their own podcast. And like,
Well, that's crazy.
I don't want to say this and sound like I'm egotistical. I feel like I'm taking credit from people, but
You are.
Definitely in our area. I've kind of like the podcast trend in my immediate area has spawned. There's a lot more podcasts and content creators now. So that being said, I'm like, oh my God, this is great. She comes home one day and she goes, I'm going to be a guest on someone's podcast. I said, you motherfucker. Like, I've been begging to be a guest spot and she refuses to do our show. But because I can even though she doesn't drink, I can easily add her in a conversation. And
You can interview the cat.
You can add Luigi in the conversation.
Luigi is on camera right now. Luigi. Hey. He doesn't care. He doesn't.
He's like, no.
Dude, cats don't give a shit. But that's gonna do it. Beer You Are podcast and Bangin Beers podcast. Expect more. I know this is a long episode, but I think if you hang out with it, you'll have a good time. You'll hear about chickens and all that great stuff. Please, these guys work their ass off. Go buy a fucking t-shirt. Go buy
Please,
a
thank you.
tank
Thank
top,
you.
a
Thank
hoodie,
you.
a sticker. Show these guys love.
Go eat some chicken.
Go eat chicken. We have way too many chickens. And like I said, show them love. You're going to see them a lot more on this network. This is even though we have our network, there's an overall network.
Yeah, we'll be here.
And there's a brotherhood to this, and we're going to keep doing it. So that being said, this is Bangin Beers podcast. We'll see you next week. We're
Peace
out
out,
here.
guys.
Peace.
I wouldn't wish you the best, but now I lost for the day. You ain't nothing to me. You got one step away.